Y'all are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Most recently, you are down here in Sahua, the town that has been damaged due to an ecological disaster caused by somebody, and then burned by a dragon named Vagrodan. Here you managed to rescue several fishermen and get them sent to your ship. Your decision last week was that you wanted to liberate some of the goods from the city and then make your way northwestwards towards Shimahaba. The question is that still the plan? And if so, how would you like to proceed?
Well, as we established, we kind of want to leave our ship patrolling the shoreline while we travel mostly by carpet. Do we have anyone? I guess we have steeds too. We do have to go by foot, or hoof rather. The question is, and this may even be a check for coin, like the actual topography of the land, is it traversable by horse?
Yeah,
The
for
mainland?
the most part. From
To be
what
clear,
you
my horse
know of,
flies.
yeah, from what you know of the land and the terrain based off of your cartography, yes, but it is a jungle, so there will be inherent
Right.
risks.
We don't need to travel by land at all. We got carpets, we got flying horses, we got me. We got all we need.
I guess if they're flying, we're fine.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be flying one way or another.
Okay, Coin will deduce the cardinal direction we need to travel. He'll point in that direction when the group's all together, and give, a thumbs up indication that he's ready to head out when everyone's ready.
Is that the signal?
Now that's a direction, but I mean, I guess it's interchangeable.
Can we
Probably.
practice the combination
Isn't the
of
signal
nods?
signal a type of direction?
I'm actually thinking of just moratoriuming all of the signals. I feel like they've made more harm than good. Like, just retire all of them.
You should say that.
I love the
I mean, what would
siren.
we replace
The
them with,
siren
though?
is perfect with the burning city.
So, are we gonna give any instructions to the crew about what to do with the refugees? Because
We'll replace it with the signal of me stabbing someone. If you see me stabbing someone, that is a full clear indication to start combat.
okay,
What are
You
you
were saying-
sentencing them?
that didn't answer my question though. I was asking about the refugees.
I was responding to Tati. What was your question? To what to do with them?
Yeah, what are we gonna do with them? I mean, we're taking care of them, but do you have any specific instructions for the crew?
Train them how to sail?
Just cut into the reserved food. House them until we travel back to a safe city. Just keep them alive, basically. Keep them at work.
Are you guys back at the ship? Because I think we left off and half the crew was still on the ship and half the crew was out.
No, at
looting.
this point we've come back with the loot, the silk,
Yeah.
and all that.
Okay, and the refugees as well.
Yep.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, I think that
My
I think they
opinion,
can
just
say they can stay with us.
Yeah.
We'll feed you and give you modest pay if you can just help out around the ship for now. If you don't want to do that, we can drop you off next time we are at a suitable destination.
yeah. Now, obviously,
Also,
if
we
any
ask
of them,
I was
Yeah,
just
just
gonna
ask
say, we can
them
also ask
about
them what they want because I don't
Yeah,
think we've done that
agreed.
yet.
They're
That's where
going
I
to be a
was
little
going.
cautious about the fact that this is a Cervantes vessel, known for being a slave ship.
Not anymore.
We stole it.
It has
What
a
if
new
they-
name now.
Did we look
Yeah.
like Cervantes henchmen?
No. But it's at that point that one of the crewmen asks the question, what's behind the locked door in the hold?
It's better if you don't know.
NYB, my
It's,
friend.
It's a remnant of the original owners that we have not been able to remove yet. it's best you don't go back there.
Do you know what a
Do
nib
you guys want to
is?
see it real quick, just to know what it is, and then we're gonna lock it and never let you in again?
What is it?
None of your business. NYB.
Okay.
I mean, you know, should we have a bunch of really curious people left behind on our ship when we're not here? I feel like we should just tell / show.
I'm with Sazin on this one. I think that if they're appropriately scared, it's also I think reasonable that they know to what extent they're sort of what they're signing up for, because what's behind the locked door is definitely something that
Well,
they
hold
should
on.
be worried about.
View it in context.
I think we should also. Can I just like lean around, Coin, and wave at the crew? Hey, just to check, no one is planning to be evil, right? No one here. Like, gonna go down there.
On
No.
a scale of like 1 to 100, like use your hand, like distance from the floor. How evil? Like raise your hand higher for more evil.
You're on a scale of 1 to 100. Nod however many times you think. Nod to the left for positive evil, and nod to the right for
Wait.
negative evil.
I
Nod
start
to the
slowly,
left.
confusedly drawing my sword.
Nod to the
I
left.
just think that whatever's in that hold is of very little interest to people that just want to get it off the ship, and of very much more interest to people that might want to use it for nefarious purposes. I just want to make sure nobody's feeling like they would get power hungry if they saw something like an opportunity.
You're giving them more and more information. And I
I'm
feel
not
like
doing it
it's only
wrong.
making-
Okay, feel good time. Come on, everyone to the basement.
involved with.
I feel like anyone who's power hungry doesn't need to know that something on the other side of that door might satiate their lust for hunger, for power. It just seems like you're really teeing them up for
We've
it.
already done more harm than good. We should just get it out there.
I just
Now,
thought maybe one of them would like give it away with like a really eager laugh or something.
Eric,
I was watching Gilman to
Can
see
I do a
where he was ranking himself.
I could do an eager laugh for you, Toddy.
What are we doing?
What are you doing, Coin?
oh, after his evil laugh.
Okay, evil left, please, Drusen.
Wait, did it not go through the mic?
It cut out right after.
Wait,
we heard a single cackle.
Ah!
It would,
Wait, was that
it would
good?
work better if you took your hand off your mouth, but for the most part, I see it.
It sounds very evil. I'm very impressed.
That's a good
Coin,
thing or
an
a bad thing.
intimidation check, please, Drusen.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a +4 still. Let me double check. I hadn't pulled this up yet. +3, not even. Oh well, pretty good.
17. They are quite scared of your evil laugh.
You show
If
a lot of
if they
when
weren't
you do it.
already scared.
I think if people are near me, they can't be frightened, so...
Let's look at this in context. Our crew is paid, they know the deal, and we already kind of know their character. I don't think any of them are evil or particularly interested in the door. These guys are refugees who, prior to an hour ago, were living next to an unquenchable fire. So I don't think they'd be, looking to give Taurus in the mouth.
You did it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Open the door to that fire.
Them not if they go behind that locked door, they'll wish they were back in the fire.
well, let's just...
Yeah.
I feel like...
Also, we have the
Put it
keys
this
to the door.
Everyone should know this. What's down there is very
one that
dangerous
never
and can
stops
kill
somebody.
everybody.
Mm.
But if
Stabbed
everyone's
us.
still interested, they should like raise their hand if they really want to see it. If it's gonna like drive them crazy while they're on the ship, because then I think we should just like show them and move on.
They shake their heads. No, they're not interested anymore.
Okay, I mean we're good then.
Oh, it looks like the matter is
Bipto raises their
Cody.
hand.
We're taking
Bipto would like to
you-
see it.
We're not letting
Is
you get
going.
close to it.
He's just gonna go with us.
Yeah, we're not leaving Bipto here.
I think
Did
it's
someone
like
gag Bipto, by the way? Is that why he's not talking?
No, I have my mic here. I had a bit of work.
It felt like a thing that we might have done, and then maybe I forgot.
Don't
That felt
we
like a
all?
thing Tati might have done, but
yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of different sizes. You have to try them out before you really commit to one.
I will lend my rope.
Is that
Please
what
go crazy.
Calatrix said? Sorry. What?
Sometimes I think those two might get together.
I can just be all the sizes at once.
God.
It sounds
Yeah.
painful.
Well, when you're a dragon, I think you have more options.
All right. Yeah, moving
Richard
on.
kind of blushes at that.
Can we go?
There's a website for that.
The more we talk about this door, the more
So, are you
likely,
guys ready to take
Yeah.
off?
it won't
go.
be there when we come back.
Okay, Toddy, let's go together.
Now, did
No
you
magic
leave
carpet
the
for you.
rugs? Did you leave the magic rugs with Queen Titania?
I have one of them. I
You
have
have one
a,
of them?
a 4x6 foot one.
Okay. So who's going on the rug? Who's going on Ruzid? And who's doing their own thing?
I'm riding Ruzid, obviously.
Okay.
I've got a
But not one of the rugs.
I would assume coins on the rug, if only because of like weight class. It's like you can fit more.
Okay.
I think Bryn will be
Yeah.
on whichever rug that Saphira is on to try and help restrain her worst impulses.
So
And
mean.
by worst
What is
impulses,
the
I
worst
mean
impulse
trying
I
to
could
show
have
off.
other than like?
That's just every
Showing
impulse-
off, that's the worst one.
I feel like that's best impulses.
I
Well,
agree.
I was explicitly referring to showing off and not the
Mhm.
whole murder thing.
We should get a head count
That's
of how
we
many
can
carpets.
manage. We can manage that. It's the showing off I'm worried about.
Hey, Bryn, you can start making a
So what you're
Saphira
saying is that
impulse.
You're condoning the murder then.
Do we have all the carpets? Like all three?
I believe
one
that
left with
Crystal has
Crystal?
one. Yeah. I think Crystal
Well,
Yeah,
while you're,
that's-
We have one.
while you're
That's
riding
fine,
with
we can
her...
fit-
Oh,
we
go
can
on.
fit- Oh, well, we can fit the team on two because Ruzid's a dragon. So
Yeah, I'm not
Between-
worried about it, but I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
making sure. Who has the other one?
Yeah, I'll totally fit on one of the rugs. Totally.
All right. So Saison's got his own
Copy.
mount. That means Saphira, Bryn, Bipto, and Coin on one rug. Correct?
Unlikely. I feel like that'd break the weight limit.
Tati has one rug and I have one rug, so we can do two.
Yeah, but what
rugs.
size? Because they were different sizes, right? With different
Yep.
upper limits,
The 6x9 one,
if I remember
big.
correctly.
a
And
big
Crystal
ass
had the
rug.
biggest one, so
200 pounds.
Yeah.
1600. Okay, I mean, probably fine then.
You're fine. Yeah.
The 4x6 one is only 800 pounds, 400 pounds if you don't want to be slowed down.
I mean, Coin will literally hold on to the bottom of the rug like a Fortnite glider, so space isn't really an issue.
Okay, Coin, this one, the command word, in case you forgot, is Rochambeau. Oh, whoops.
Rochambeau!
It takes off. No. It falls to the deck.
Good to know, Tati. I know you're not lying now.
So,
Never.
yeah, the remaining people probably can get on the rug because it can support 800 pounds. So, you guys hop on board the rug?
Yeah,
Okay. Awesome.
Coin will
Take
sort
it
of
off?
hold on from the side.
Sure. What's the worst that could happen?
A slow fall is the worst that could happen.
No. But, we will go ahead and have you guys take
I think
off.
the
I'm an
DM
optimist.
just heard a challenge.
So,
Gonna go through a valley of spikes or another burning village. Let's find out.
well, no. How about instead a burning jungle?
Why is the jungle on fire?
If I had to guess, probably the same dragon.
Where did we like go? Just like over that burning stuff, or
Northwest, mostly north, a little west from the shoreline where we docked or left the ship at
okay.
least.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We're
So
basically
we'll,
crossing the mainland.
We'll pull up the map for you guys because it matters.
Is the fire
So,
spreading?
it is. So you are here, and you're going to here.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a flight.
Should be fine.
We can Ruzit and I just do like some investigation to see. I'm just kind of curious what might be fleeing the fire.
Okay, cool.
He's just gonna like squint his eyes and look for stragglers in the brush.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's roll perception checks for the whole party. All right. Ruzid with his dragon eyes, Bipto with his normal ones. You guys are doing pretty well. As you look down, you see wildlife retreating into the forests. There's a couple of alcoves in there that reveal old shrines, but nothing specific of interest. You don't see any humanoids or elves running at the moment. Anyone who had been here is pretty much already left the area or dead.
Seems about right.
Is it smoking a lot?
It is smoking a lot, and it is... I mean, you guys can easily, slalom between the plumes of smoke, but the smell of the burning jungle will absolutely fill your nostrils.
Eric, is there any visible, like, intentional pathing of this fire, or is it just a dragon, wildly spraying it with no,
It
like,
is a dragon
target in
wildly
mind?
spraying it around targets of opportunity,
Okay.
flying by, seeing something move, blasting it.
So is this fire different than the fire on the shore? Because I thought the fire on the shore could only burn flesh, and if we're smelling like burnt jungle,
It is different.
Is it spreading?
It is. This is a legitimate jungle fire.
Let's
This is
get through it.
horrible, and I don't know what to do about it.
Not
Nothing.
my
Let it burn
problem.
out.
Keep flying.
I mean, probably rains around here. You give it a couple months, it'll puff out.
Yeah, we
Probably.
could really use a storm sorcerer.
Everybody just spit downwards. It might take out a couple square foot.
I actually heard it's actually good for the wildlife to just let the fire burn, because otherwise, you get the tiny little plants growing up if you put all the fires out, and then when you light those up, the fire gets even bigger. If you let the fire burn just the way it normally does, those tiny little plants never grow, so you just get a regular sized fire.
I
Oh,
don't
that's
know
real
if
smart.
any plants are going to grow after this one.
That was surprisingly knowledgeable for a pirate.
What do you mean for a pirate? Saphira is brilliant.
She is. It's just like I didn't take wildfires for her wheelhouse.
That's fair.
I mean, the Bourbon's jungle wasn't that much different in terms of how hot it was.
Yeah, I guess so. Coin will intermittently be trying to navigate, but he's realizing how difficult that is to do while hanging one-handed off a carpet. So
Yeah.
you just hear like the aggressive flapping of a piece of paper that he's holding up,
We're
like
just-
stop. Stop.
We're just relieved he didn't bring his desk this time.
Ah, oh, yeah.
Luckily, this is magic paper, I think, so I don't know
Is
if it's
this not-
just
Does it
water
blow in the
resistant.
wind?
I'm hoping it's also like tear resistant, not just water resistant.
It's some form of tear-resistant paper similar to a dollar bill.
Yeah. After a little too long, he navigates, just tells everyone to turn left and so forth,
Okay.
keeping them on track.
After a little while, you will pass over the remains of a village below you. Every building in the village has been reduced to just a couple piles of timber. The fence around the village burned. The moat around the village has been replaced with dragon fire. The rice fields burnt. The water has evaporated, and it's just devastated. You can see the burnt skeletons of the people that used to live there. Some of them in the rice paddies, some of them in the village.
The only
Why
reason
was there a
I'm going
moat?
after this dragon right now is because I know he would wipe the floor with us, just because I know about how old and evil he is. But this is horrific.
I don't think we win a fight against a dragon that's 2 miles long.
No, I agree, but this is horrifying, and we're gonna need to do something about it at some point because this can't just keep on happening.
We'll need some sort of plan.
Maybe like 68 ships or whatever.
I don't even know that's enough. I feel like we need some sort of crazy artifact or a wish or something supernatural to deal with that thing.
It's
It would
68
get-
small steps in the right direction.
You
Not
need
really. How are
68
you going to
ships
get a
with
ship
wings.
to the middle of the jungle?
I feel like
Yeah.
the dragon would take one big step and just crush all the ships.
You gotta spread them out.
No, you guys are taking the whole wrong angle. With a 2-mile dragon, you want to take it down from the inside. You know what I mean? Like internal bleeding.
Ugh.
You send 68
I don't know
ships
any
down its
2-mile
gullet,
dragons. Oh god.
I don't know if
and
I
you just
think
start
about that.
wrecking shit.
Yeah.
Is a dragon that big? Is it more difficult to fight? Because I feel like if you just came from behind, it would take it a long time to turn around.
It won't even notice you're there.
I don't think it'd care.
I'll tell you what, you go and let us know how that works out, then find us and tell us, okay?
But
Alright,
you're
well,
literally
let's
flying
get started.
over evidence that it will attack anything with a pulse.
I don't know, you're quite hopeful
in a
about
straight
doing...
line, though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you keep to the side, it probably has a really wide turn. So
Yeah, it's straight line.
Yeah,
It's
like a
blind
bull. If you
spots,
zigzag, it can't
enormous.
hit you.
That turn
I don't-
radius is huge.
I don't know about this inside plan. I think the internals of a dragon are really, really inhospitable.
But the idea of sailing
Yeah.
down with a bunch of ships, just down its throat, blasting as we go, sounds very fun.
It could be fun, I guess. I don't know what's in there though.
probably fire. Now that I think about it,
I mean, when we get cooked, if this is what happens on the outside, then what happens on the inside?
Right?
yeah. The
Yeah,
more we
we
think
could
about
Being
this,
the only people that have ever known it.
I guess what we need is an army of red dragons that don't care about the fire to kill them from the inside with their claws. There we go.
you want to know how to beat a
Just
2-mile long
make it a
dragon? Stay 2 miles away
Ow.
from it at all times. That's how you really win.
Now that's pretty
That's
smart.
like saying you beat a 4-foot tall grung by being 4 feet away from it. I'm not really sure how well that works out.
Hey, they live to see another day.
He's
That's what
very
Lay
hoppy.
down, and then it gets to you.
Try me and find out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not doing it.
Let's just focus on getting to the city and not running into a dragon along the way.
Before we pass the village, can I spy why there was a moat around the village?
Roll your insight check.
You need somewhere to put the fire, duh.
Yeah.
There wasn't a fire when the moat was built.
I mean, we're near a river, technically, right?
Okay. With a 15, the moat is usually to keep wild animals at bay and to act as a fire break against any forest fires. However, when the fire starts in the village from above, it's a lot harder to deal with.
I don't want to stop necessarily because smoke and travel, but can I convince Ruza just to bank a little bit so I can call a prayer down
Okay.
for the
Okay.
dead.
We're just
Pray
gonna
for the
gonna
dead.
veer a little bit
You're
closer.
gonna do a drive-by praying.
Drive by
I want to
pray.
do drive flyby. I would like to do a flyby funeral for these guys.
Okay.
I can't even see how many corpses there are, but I'm going to pick out as many as I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly by with you and just see if I see any movement or any sign of any living thing. I doubt it, but just in case.
Oh, for sure. If the corpses are moving, we should kill them
What?
again.
They could just be living people, you know?
The corpses?
Well, not. Normally we just call them people before they become corpses.
That one's definitely a corpse.
Yeah, I would agree with
And-
that one. I would agree. I really hope so, at least.
All right. Yeah, I don't know their names, and I don't know how they lived, but they died to dragonfire, and possibly the biggest dragon that I've ever heard of. So that's worth at least some legend.
Okay. So, can I get your religion check, please?
Sure. One day, I'm gonna be a proper cleric again, and actually be able to cast this.
I hear if you get a dragon tattoo on your thigh, that helps.
I mean,
That
game.
might
Imagine
create a girl
if
with a
that-
dragon tattoo.
Imagine if that was the mechanic. You had to get a tattoo to restore a lost level.
Well,
No, that's
Imagine
what
that.
I've been doing,
because
Brent.
that is
Like that's
the mechanic for
literally
another-
what I've been doing. Like, that's
Really? I thought you had to go. I thought you had to go to a temple to
Either
get
or.
a level back.
it's
What do you do at the
kind
temple?
of either or.
Get a tattoo.
Get a tattoo. Yeah.
I've
Where do
missed
you think
that.
all
I
these came
suppose.
from? Well,
Bruce
Bruce
it.
has been helping me out with some of them. Yeah.
All right. But with the 22, you will give the last rites for this village. And I need Syson's perception check.
Alright, let's see what I can see. Not much.
Okay. Awesome.
Smoky.
Unfortunately, the smoke gets in the way of your vision.
Yep, just a lot of corpses.
Yeah.
Come on, Rizid.
You don't see all the souls ascending up after Tathy's eulogy.
Flying
It's a
back
shame.
up to cruising altitude.
Bodhi is not down there. There is not that much smoke.
That's,
There's not
There's
enough
not
smoke
enough
in the jungle. Yeah, there's not enough smoke in the jungle for Bodhi to be here.
I can't be Bodhi.
Yeah. You guys can still see.
No one's wanted to puke yet, so we're good.
The flames and devastation form a winding path through the jungle. You'll pass another 8 or 9 villages that have all been burned to the ground.
Prayers.
Okay. As
How ancient are these? Like just isolated natives that died 5 years ago, or are these like kind of ruins that just got burnt in the aftermath?
these are villages that have been established in the jungle on roads, and the dragon hunted down the road and burned down the village.
I'm not
Like in
feeling
the
great
last week?
about the odds that the city we're going to is
Within
still
the
standing.
past week, yes.
Is the destruction spreading out in front of us, or did it? Are we following the destruction to the city?
It's fairly linear. It only deviates by about a mile.
Can we tell what direction the fire's spreading, though? Like, was it going
Outward.
towards the town we came from or away?
the devastation is in the direction you are going. So you're basically following it.
Oh.
Okay.
Good time.
This will be great.
We're not gonna get lost. That's the good news.
Yeah, that's a solid point.
If you go past
I
the
don't
fire, you've gone
usually-
too far.
I think we should agree now. If we see the dragon, we start booking it out of there immediately.
Well,
But
we'll get a
maybe
big warning because it'll be easy to see.
We could do like one shot.
Sure. We'll send Vipto down the road to try out his theory.
Just be
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
Let Bipto do like the one act of vengeance for all of the villages we've passed.
Okay. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I
We'll,
love how sacrificial
we'll-
Bipto is.
Will we be able to outrun the dragon if it finds us? I assume if it's 2 miles long, it has the wingspan to match. And
I assume
the
it's
speed.
so big it doesn't give a shit about us as long as we're like not in its path.
That's kind of my hope.
It's not gonna chase after us. No way. We're like flies.
If you're,
Would
you're
you
also
chase after a fly for ages?
I feel like you
well-
could be a problem though.
Yeah, I'm worried that we have another dragon in our party.
Still kind of
Yeah.
a fly compared to a 2-mile long dragon.
Still might be a territorial dispute.
Well,
I
if, you're,
think
if
if it does turn its attention to us, running may not be a solution so much as and how fast can you get us away from anything with picking a scroll out of your hat?
Yeah, maybe we teleport away. Maybe that's our only option at
Hey.
that point.
we might
Or-
have to.
Here's a really great idea. If we get spotted, one of us gives the nod, and then we all scatter in different directions.
I actually agree with that. I think if it comes down to it, we don't have a scroll or anything. I think splitting might be our best option.
That sounds like a great way for Ruzid to get killed.
You guys
Well-
don't think maybe if we see a dragon, we just stop and hide before we like
Yeah,
immediately
that's what I'm saying.
we could maybe read the situation out.
I think we
Yeah,
should
y'all have
plan
a
for
point.
that. Because I don't think we can outrun it, and I think that if dragons Ruzid size eat like sheep and cows, I think it's very plausible that dragons that are 2 miles long eat Ruzids. So
I don't want
yeah,
to get
just
eaten.
just something to think about.
Cruzid,
I do agree.
how close
Ruzid
to
can get small
camouflage
when
are
he wants
you
to.
with these trees?
I could do that, yeah. I mean, if I really need to, I can just end this form.
I meant more so just like you're green, the forest is green.
Yeah,
Maybe
you have that natural camouflage.
you literally just
Green
land
and
on
red.
it,
Red and black.
just dive into some trees, and you might just blend right in.
It is pure green right now.
I don't know if like a dragon can like snip you out, but I honestly
For all
think
the
if we
smoke.
encounter it, just dive down and hide, and then figure out whether or not it even saw us. Then decide from there whether we run.
Okay, so if we see it, active vengeance, observe, possibly scatter.
Okay, how about this? Since
In what
apparently
order?
this is the only way you people understand anything anymore. If I nod
I wasn't listening
downwards,
to any of your story, Coy.
if I nod downwards, we hide. If I nod upwards, we run.
I have a plan.
Got
Wait,
it.
Wait, I've got a different one. If I shout run, we run. If I shout hide, we hide.
That's too obvious.
If I nod
Everyone's
to the
gonna-
right, we
So-
flip the coin to see which way he nods.
And
That
then,
can be like the
if
safety reserve. The reserve.
If we hide, will you tell us if we need to keep hiding or if we can come out?
I kind of assumed we'd be hiding together, if I'm being honest.
Oh, right, that's a good point.
I absolutely assumed the opposite.
Oh, we were talking about scattering, so. Oh,
That's
Okay,
true.
okay.
I'm
the left-
just
To the left is hide, down is run. To the right is hide separately.
This conversation is making
Wait.
me want to fly straight at the dragon.
All right,
Wait,
plan. Let's go.
then which one? Then which one's?
We're
just-
kind of already doing that, Coin, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, we don't. It might have very well been flying southward. It might have. be way
And
past
also, it's
this.
been also wasn't it like several weeks? They said that several weeks ago that to even go through the city. So I mean, it could be very far
I'm
away.
done.
Is there a way for us to?
So we're probably fine. I bet there's no chance we encounter it.
Here's a question, and maybe it's obvious already, but if there's a way to compare this fire to the one in the city and see which one is like fresher, I get the feeling the city was completely on fire, whereas this, like, it's more like embers, at least in the scope of a dragon.
Well,
It's
it's
clearly
different.
stale. This fire's been going for
It's
like a
different,
week.
but
It's corpse.
The fire in the city was like magic. I don't think this fire's magic. The reason the fire in the city was burning so well is because it's like weird magical fire that doesn't make sense.
Oh
This is-
yeah, because
yeah.
the fire in the city only consumes biologic organic matter, and out here, if this is a forest, it would make sense that the fire actually like burns down over time, because the trees and the grass would burn, whereas in the city, the wood would just burn forever.
I have a question for Eric.
Yes, sir.
It's out of character. It's out of
Sure.
like character, just for me, out of curiosity. Is there any lore on dragon fire, like taking on different, like, qualities
Let's
over
see if you
time?
know. Roll a history check.
Yeah, I can imagine you know where I'm going. I'll see if a lucky, not even.
Okay. With a 13, because you did go to Australia and you have done a little bit of research on dragons as a party.
True.
Different dragons have different types of breath weapons. For
Yeah.
example, the large red dragon that you guys faced in Fort Folly that kept strafing all the buildings wasn't burning those buildings. You guys were able to go in and out of the buildings, and it was said that the dragon had been attacking the city for several years. So that one was a case where the buildings were not being destroyed by the fire.
Right.
However, you have also seen dragons that do burn trees. Different fires do different things, and there is a different effect going on in the city than what is going on in this forest. So there's a different aspect going on, and at some point in the future, you might discover what that is. That's up to you guys. I don't determine where you guys go and what you guys do. But there are two different things at play here, if that answers the question.
That makes sense. I don't think I'd get the answer with a 13, but I was more so, you know the way like copper oxidizes over time?
Mhm.
I meant more so
Ooh,
after
that's an
a
interesting
dragon has expunged flames, if the flames have been going for, a year, do they take on a different quality at that point where they go from magical to non-magical or whatever?
I could see that happening. I think that'd be a really cool effect to implement. It's not what I did in this case, but it is definitely something that I would be open to including in the future.
All right, that's just where I was curious, but yeah, in this case, it does look like multiple dragons is the scenario
not
we're looking
necessarily
at.
multiple dragons, multiple effects is what I want to go ahead and clarify.
Oh, okay.
The dragon does have two heads, as a reminder. So
Does it? Okay.
Two weapons,
Disregard.
which is something I believe that I am aware of by the background check I did. I think.
That
Otherwise,
makes
ignore that.
more sense.
Most of you guys would have heard the legends of Vagradan and may have even seen images of him drawn in picture books as kids. So I will go ahead and, for the record, just for the fun of it, I will show you the art of Vagradan.
I was right.
Dang.
Reds.
I see.
If you look really close, you can see the trench coat.
That is a sweet design. Also, the wings have claws on them. That's very interesting.
2 flamethrowers, 1 brain cell.
This way, you can hold 4 people's hand at one time.
6.
Well, I mean, isn't that feet?
Can't I pin you with feet?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but if you interlace your toes with someone else, would you call that holding hands? I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm,
This is the conversation.
I guess it does kind of make him an insect, though, right?
No, not this again.
For sure.
I mean,
know,
that
like,
dragon
what
has
kind
that
of
dragon has
insect
6
has 2
appendages,
heads?
just like 7 actually, just like Ruzid does. 7 appendages.
Yeah. And again, 2 heads. So that's mutant, I think.
They look ugly.
Okay,
You
so in
are
summary,
way better
we'll
looking.
decide a
Is
plan
that-
if
is
we
that
run
some-
into it.
What?
I was saying, in summary, we'll decide on a plan if we actually run into it. Otherwise, I think like we should just go forwards.
You've made me very curious on what a dragon's like sense of beauty is. Like, what facilitates an ugly dragon?
I don't know. They're just like their proportions are kind of Like, I like
Oh.
proportions that are more like me.
He's a bit lanky.
Too lanky.
Yeah,
It's not too many people that will admit that they are attracted to themselves.
it feels like cheating to call yourself a 2-mile-long dragon when your tail is 1.5 miles long.
I wouldn't.
Like-
I wouldn't go that far, Toddy. It's just that like that dragon is not like normal dragon shaped. Like I just kind of want something that's in the relatively same shape. You know, like I don't know. It's just not something I'd want to snuggle up with.
Hey, Vagrudan may be evil, but we're not skinny shaming him. All right, that seems unnecessary.
Like what's his name?
I do think it's
Body
hard
shaming,
to
Ruzid.
Like Sageos
refer
doesn't
to
look.
someone as
Sageos.
normal.
Okay, whatever. What you're gonna call the giant dragon that looks like a noodle the same body shape as me? Come on.
No, I'm just saying, like, I would absolutely consider incredibly handsome, but in no way normal to my perspective.
Maybe it's just from the perspective. There are probably more dragons in the world that look like me than look like Vagrudan.
Or you've only been exposed to dragons that look like you.
Yeah.
There could be all kinds of Vagrudan dragons somewhere.
Maybe
that
you
we
just
just
have a
haven't
very
seen.
sheltered worldview on body types, Ruzid. You ever consider that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sheltered. I mean, but on the topic of what Toddy said, where it's like, oh, well, Rizid only likes himself. Well, I actually like Sageos a lot, and he does not look like me.
Fair
Yep.
point.
I mean, you think.
Saphira could have introduced you.
What?
You guys could have had
Just
more of
like
an introduction.
chaos.
I said
Have you-
Sageos.
Oh, I thought Saphira
You
actually
don't
got
like
looking, but that was
Sageos?
someone else, wasn't it?
No, I don't like Sageos. I like how Sageos looks. There's a difference.
You know, honestly, I get that.
It's like the pretty rainbows.
Like, if Sageos is like a nice guy, like... I
Like a-
might
like a
have a
forbidden
crush on him
fruit
in an
kind of
alternate
situation.
world.
If we found out that shit, what's his name? Vagrudan? If we found out he was a nice guy, I would be a lot more open to his shape, I think.
I guess.
I think
Still
nobody,
not my type.
no one is morally above seducing their enemy. That said, probably not the simplest
That's actually,
solution.
That is actually on my bucket list.
What? Now you're saying that I should take Sageos out for a date, and we're gonna solve Solve the crisis, solve
Right.
the frenzy crisis.
That would
Ruzid,
be an
I'm saying-
amazing way to do it.
Measure twice, cut once. That's all I'm saying.
So 2 nods to the left. We dress up Ruzid to look really nice.
You look really nice. I don't need no dress up.
No, you're right. You look gorgeous.
Agreed,
You look gorgeous.
agreed.
I'm sorry. That was
Two
unnecessary.
nods to the right, and Tati gets out of the way.
Yes.
Ruzid needs a bow tie. Just a
No.
really big.
No.
Could match the saddle and color.
Honestly, I think I look a little better with the saddle off, but I like wearing it because it makes Toddy happy.
Valid.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you know, make him work to get it off. Don't just like let him come and immediately take it off. You know, really work the stuff.
Look, why are
I
we
mean,
why
honestly, you have
are
to.
we on
There's,
this
like, so
subject?
many
Why are you
buckets.
diving into my fantasies with Sageos? Like, can we just get off this?
So they are
Fluid
fantasies.
plans is never a bad thing.
Right.
I think they were getting off on this, Rusid. It's okay.
God, I did not. Ah, fuck you, Bitto. That's enough.
How long is this ride again?
2 days.
It just got like at least 10 times
All the
longer.
days.
Okay,
I'm really
from the
tempted.
GM. Just that's perfect.
I'm really
Oh, this is
tempted
so
to
funny.
tie a rope around the carpet and lower a bucket down out of earshot of the party.
You can just fly
Just
the carpet
sliding down
away. You can just fly the carpet.
No, I wouldn't want to, remove everyone else on the carpet from this opportunity of hearing this.
No, for sure. Or make them accompany you to your retreat.
Yeah, only room for one in the bucket.
We can't have a place to like sit down.
Good question. Let's see how long the fire goes.
I mean, we could always just sidestep it, right? We could just go a little bit to the left or right and rest there.
That's plan B, yeah.
Can't we just go to sleep on the carpet?
I
Not
can't
really.
sleep
Fly
on
it, Bitto.
flying.
There's not really guardrails on this thing.
I can't sleep on flying, but it'd be kind of cool if I could.
Okay, why don't we all lay down? I'll cast a upcast hold person, and then we won't roll off.
That spell lasts for like 1 minute, dude.
My REM cycle's not even gonna kick in that time frame.
Also, you're gonna cast Hold Person on Ruzid while he's flying? And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
on
gonna
top of him? That's...
That's gonna that
No,
spell doesn't even
I have
work
to
on
use
me. I'm
hold
not a
monster
person.
on him.
Yeah, and I'm gonna succeed.
Oh, and well done then. I have no concerns.
I'll cast land on the ground and take a break. Ooh.
You're gonna wake up surrounded by jungle fire.
Okay, I'll land on the ground a little bit to the left.
Yeah, that.
So you guys want to keep flying until sundown?
Yeah. Along the way, Coin goes, I spy with my little eye something green and red and blue and yellow and black and white.
I
Penguin
spy with
reading a
my little
newspaper
eye.
on fire
It's
in
every
the
color,
tree.
really.
Oh, Sageos?
Wait, you're doing another I spy?
No,
Better not be.
I was about to say a
No.
cadaver.
No.
Yeah, Ruzin, that's dark.
Now's not the time for magic tricks.
It is not a
No.
corpse. It is not Sageus.
A cadaver. You know what a cadaver is?
Cadaver?
It's a corpse, Saphira. It's a corpse.
Oh, why didn't you just say so?
She's thinking of the magic words that necromancers say.
Ruzin, we already went over this. They're called people while they're alive, okay? We're still fine.
But there aren't any.
What? That
Alive
corpse
ones,
I
I
just
mean.
spotted was definitely not alive.
It was a toucan, by the way. The answer was toucan.
You saw a toucan? I can't believe I
I
missed it. You
spied
should
it,
have pointed it out.
actually.
Well, you can shut the hell up.
I'm about to see 7 cadavers.
I'd like
Keep
to
it
see
up.
you try.
Some people are gonna need like a new ride back because I don't know how many people Ruzin bring it back.
Well, I've just been in a bad mood ever since things got really weirdly personal. And then Luza just looks directly at Saphira.
Wait, what? What did I do?
Well, let's make it fair. Saphira, tell us about some of your fantasies.
Please.
Right. So, I'm captain of a ship. Not just a ship, a fleet. Actually, maybe I'm... you just try to take the World Eater's fleet from them. Long-term goal. That aside,
Mhm.
and
No, that's
I
a good
have a bed made out of gold pieces. Comfortable to sleep on, so I don't really do much sleeping on it, but I just have it just to have it. And I
Purely
have,
decorative.
I
It's
have
not that you
servants
sleep on
to
it
attend
once.
to every whim.
You sleep on it once to say you've done
I
it,
would sleep
and
on one like that though. I would.
you never do it again.
Exactly. Exactly.
I get it.
This party is behind this fantasy for sure.
Party approved fantasy.
Bed
And
of gold.
speaking of parties, lots of parties. And we raid Cervantes ships and Protectorate ships. And if we don't take the World Eater's fleet, then we raid World Eater ships too. It's like, equal opportunity.
I like that. That's like fair.
Exactly. You make everyone fear ya. And then when they all come to get you take them down in one fell swoop.
And not die, right? That's the important part at the end there.
Well,
Well, you have to die eventually.
Well, one of three options. Either don't die and come back, or die in such glorious fashion in a battle that will be told through all the ages.
You're very
All of our
realistic.
goals.
Realistic fantasy.
I like one of your endings. So
I definitely
I'll
prefer the
I'll work for
first
that one.
over the others. But like you said, Tati, we all die someday.
Honestly, these
Hopefully
seem like very
in
achievable dream.
glory.
What were you saying, Jason?
Oh, sorry, I was saying this seems like a very achievable dream for you. Like, I could see you doing this.
Hey, and I've been offered that. Like, if I had a copper piece for every time I'd been offered that, I'd have 2 copper pieces.
Who's been offering you your
twice.
fantasies?
Oh well, Kendall and then Cervantes.
I don't think they were real uppers.
Yeah, but honestly,
I mean,
what are
they
your
seem
fantasies worth if
they
you
seem
don't take them?
trustworthy.
Like, you
Exactly,
need to
like-
prove it yourself.
Exactly, and that's what I told them. Yeah, understand me. We think very much alike.
Oh God,
Oh,
Zach.
terrible people.
Yeah, doing it yourself's part of the fun. You have to be handed a fantasy. Like, I have this one fantasy. There's this thing that grung women can do with their tongue. You know what? I've said too much.
So are we there yet, Eric?
One
Let's just keep
second.
flying.
Is it making money?
One moment.
Can they
I
make
have to
money with
explore
their
this
tongue?
thing. What's this thing that grung women can do with their tongue?
Oh boy.
So,
It's secret grung information.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only grungs
Alright.
are supposed to know about.
Only grunts.
It's, hey, Eric, have you ever heard of NYB?
Yes.
Oh, good. That saves me some time.
Yeah, okay. I've heard of Nunya as
You don't
well.
have to say all the letters.
Oh, yeah, that's a synonym, I think.
Nunya's a synonym? Got it.
It's just, I'm just saying it's very bondage adjacent, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh my.
Now I want to go visit the grung people.
Now you gotta back on the line. Come on.
We've gone over 100 episodes without discussing the mating habits of grung. We don't need to start now.
Actually went over 110.
What that?
When we
fucking-
get back to the Toad Sea, there's this place I know in Nausea.
Oh, God.
Not interested.
I mean,
All right.
deal. Let's go.
Oh my.
All right. So you guys will find a landing spot.
That's all right if you're not
Thank
here,
you,
visit. I'll
Sunset.
tell you about it later.
Well, it depends.
Around sunset, you're able to find a nice landing spot. that is not on fire. You're far enough away that the forest will not burn through your campsite at night. Do you guys wish to rest here? Or what do you guys want to do?
Seems
Probably
comfy
rest here
enough.
just because I don't know when the next haven like this might come about.
Everyone on watch, make sure to keep one eye towards the sky, just because that tends to be where 2-mile dragons come from.
I think we would circle the perimeter of this space.
Sure.
You know, just within a 1 mile radius to confirm. But
That's a
otherwise,
long
I'd be
flight.
fine with it.
Yeah. Sure.
You
Yeah.
can rest under my wing, Toddy. If you'd like.
I mean, yeah. Like, I'm not out here trying to catch smoke inhalation before I die in my sleep.
All right.
Tati,
Who's
would
gonna
you
take
consider
watch?
dying in your sleep a bad thing?
It wouldn't be my preference.
Okay, I'm just curious your thoughts on the subject, given your religious affiliation.
Are there like deaths
I'm
that are
not saying
more
it's like
honorable than others, or are story worthy?
more story worthy for sure. And I'm not saying that dying in your sleep can't be story worthy, but in the current context, given all of their adventures, to find that I died in my sleep in a forest fire,
Kind of a lame ending.
it just seems a little anticlimactic.
If I
Yeah.
die in my sleep, tell everyone I died wrestling my sleep paralysis demon.
Oh, I guess you lost.
Yeah, obviously.
All right.
Coin
so
will
who's
probably
taking the
perch
first
up.
watch?
He's gonna
Good.
perch up on a tree, you know. You know the deal. He's gonna hang a bucket on a branch and spinning it like a crow's nest.
That's how you make it safe
then-
from bears, right?
Something like that.
Amazing.
For the record,
I can
that is
take
how you
first
make
watch.
food safe from bears, is you hang it from a tree.
That's true.
And put a grung in it.
Yeah, but if there are big cats in this jungle, it ain't gonna matter.
Right. But if you
If
put
there's
a
big
grung in it, that solves the problem.
If there's a big cat that tries to kill you, I'll just eat it. There.
Okay, you'll be the first one I wake up on watch.
All right. So who's on watch first?
I know Coin is.
I'll
Coin
do it
is?
with you as well, Coin, if you want.
All right. Cool. So need perception checks from both Sason and Coin. Awesome. Sason, as you are the more observant of the two people tonight on watch, you will be very aware of your environment. And in the distance, far away, about the distance to where the fire is, you will hear a stampede of creatures go by. Is a rhythmic thumping, and you will hear a war horn. But then it
Would I
fades.
recognize the war horn or like know anything about what might be in the area in terms of a war horn and stampede?
You can roll a history check. Coin, you would have heard the horn, at least.
Yeah, alright.
Thank you, Sason.
See
CJ
what he knows.
Coin, you have heard of various military forces in the area, and you've heard of the Joso Zai, the mage slayers from Garden Soil, that have war horns like this. They don't normally ride beasts, so the horn is out of place with this, but it's not unheard of.
Is there like a Doppler effect? Is there any indication of direction, of coming closer or further?
They are headed from south to north, not north. They're not going northwest. They're going straight north.
Well, then that raises the question of which direction they are relative to us.
They are to the east of you.
Okay, so they wouldn't presumably cross our path.
They will
Directly.
not cross your path. No, they're going to be about 2 miles away.
Okay, Coin is gonna keep tabs on that, especially if any of them become like visible.
Right.
He'll even relay some of this to Sazin. But he'll also relay, I don't think it concerns us. But keep an eye on if they get closer.
Yeah, I definitely, when I heard the rumbling especially, took my Pegasus to the top of a tree and kind of perched up there as well, just to kind of try to subtly keep a lookout. But I agree with Coin, as long as nothing's coming closer, it's not our problem.
Coin
From the
will
top
even
of the
look
tree, you can see some very faint, pale blue lights. Not fire, but lights far off to the east, heading north.
Coin, you
I wonder if they're like
lights?
chasing something.
Yeah.
Or-
Because blue light sounds like magic to me, and if they're mage slayers, that seems weird.
Trophies of war. Is my guess.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like something weird's going on, but again, it doesn't seem like something we should wake up the others for unless we're completely changing our plans.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. If they are using magic, though, that's super hypocritical.
I mean, wow, it'd be the first time people have been hypocritical in this world.
Yeah. Shocking.
Yeah,
Coin will just watch it. Doesn't
Like
do
every
anything.
time
It's
Tati
silent.
heals somebody. Anyway, so
True.
What do you mean every time Tati heals somebody? When has Tati ever healed anybody?
it's true.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys pass your watch uneventfully. Otherwise, who would be next on watch? Who would you wake up? Coin and Sason.
Bryn would want to be up at midnight for the walking
okay.
stick.
Honestly, I was gonna go for Bryn because I trust you to be awake and like.
Coin's gonna
small
wake up
combinations I worry
Dipto.
about.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, that seems
Let's go.
All right.
Awesome.
Dipto, don't wander away.
Bryn's the one person I trust to take care of it. Though.
Look,
Do we have a third person who can stay up with us?
My
I'm
my
serious.
trance was only 4 hours long. I'm gonna be awake anyway.
Tati seems reasonable.
Dottie will cover it then. Coin hops back up the tree.
Cool. All right. So I need perception checks from the three of you.
All right. How bad could this possibly go?
Suck it, Bryn.
Very.
Nice.
Yay.
I guess you did need a third to equal my perception.
Not even equal. All right. So, Bipto, during your watch, you will see something fly across the stars. It's very high and very, very distant. After it is gone...
Sorry.
Go ahead. What was the question?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if I could tell what it was.
With your perception check of a 28, it is a large figure with wings, and it is flying southeast. It appears in shape to be similar to Ruzid.
Okay. I would turn to Tati and Bryn and at least point up at it, or tell
By the
them if
time
it's
you
already
point
like
up
gone by.
Back at it, yeah. By the time you look up at it again, it's gone, and you hear a single loud boom.
Would they have heard that?
Mhm.
Or
So
okay.
loud that
Oh,
the
is that-
trees shake.
That probably wakes up the rest of the party, I'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Go back to sleep, probably.
I don't think this is the first time we've heard this. I feel like we've heard this maybe like once before. Am I wrong on that?
A loud boom?
You were
I
not
don't remember a loud
incorrect.
boom.
You are
I'm
correct.
not incorrect. Okay, yeah. So we've heard this before, which is strange. Random loud boom at night that wakes us up, but
Okay. So I would
Well-
tell everybody what I saw, I guess, in the sky.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I thought Ruzid ate something weird.
Well,
I thought so too, but
deadly.
all right. Are we gonna sort of settle back down? Anything that we need to do about this?
Doesn't look like anything's over here.
All right. I'm gonna prepare the walking stick for the next day. It takes half an hour. So yeah,
Awesome.
just tap me on the shoulder if something's urgent. And yeah, I'll go ahead and roll the d20s for the walking stick.
Of course. What's the worst that could happen? Whoa, you got some averages and a 19. That's pretty nice.
I think the 5 is good. The 19 is great. The 9 is, I'm sure we'll find a use for it.
I feel like a 9's a failure to a lot of the things we do. Like, that's not bad.
All right. So after you guys are on watch, a couple of you don't need to go back to sleep. So you guys can watch for the rest of the night until the day dawns. Red.
Sky, morning. After take one.
Did I sleep? Did I sleep something weird, or is the sky red?
I thought you slept pretty normally. Kind of for a long time. And your
You've been asleep for
Your snoring is a lot
10,000
louder.
years.
we're all here
We
though.
all aged very well.
Of course my snoring's loud. What would you expect?
Well, it seems to like echo more when you're in your big sets. There's like a resonance.
I guess. Guess that could make sense.
But otherwise, I don't think you slept in any way that would change your vision.
I hope not. So, but everyone else is seeing the sky is red. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that
When-
looks red.
Hey,
Looks up from the trees. It's what kind of red is it? Like blood red?
It's a blood red sky.
That
Probably nothing.
seemed like a good.
Okay, who's ready?
It's up in the air, I think.
Anything
We can
interesting
eat
happen
on
while
the
I
move.
was sleeping?
Other than the sky turning red? No, not really.
Okay.
I worked on the Ruzid toy a little bit, but I didn't get very far.
Me and Sazin saw a pack of travelers eastward. Some sort of like,
Travelers.
yeah, I think it's like mage hunters or something like that.
Yeah, but
Oh,
there was, like,
wow.
it was a stampeding sound. I don't know what it was, like riding on a bunch of animals or something. It seemed strange, but
They were heading north. That's all I know.
We should make sure to disguise Bryn if we run into those people.
Appreciate it.
Wait, I mean, do they
I saw-
genuinely cast spells or like just Bryn?
Just Bryn. The rest of us
They
are
hate
very
Bryn
good.
and
and
people
would
who
not-
cast spells. It's separate.
Well,
I mean,
I can cast spells sometimes, like this one. Ignis!
Your Arcana check, sir.
Let's go. Someday I'll get Dragon Arcana proficiency.
Oh.
Yeah!
Oh, hey, look at you.
I'm starting to get the hang of that
Really
one.
adding to
Aim
the
away from the tree.
fire.
Away from the tree, where is it? Like,
It's
Everything's already on fire.
It's
What
fine.
is it even? Yeah.
congrats, Ruzid. The mage hunters would want to kill you.
I think they already kind of want to kill me just because like of my like dragons are already pretty magical, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
Would they
but
want
are
to kill me
they
for that?
They,
oh, let's go ask them.
I don't think I want to.
So
I'm
you're
sure
up.
they're very cordial. I mean,
can I do a history check on whether or not mage hunters would attack a dragon
this
for
would be
being
a
a dragon?
religion check.
Accepted.
Yeah.
There's a non-zero chance we pass them today, assuming they stopped for their rest.
Overhead.
So,
Well,
Tati,
yeah.
with the religion check of a 25, the Church of MKL, that is the heretical church, is focused around the fact that only followers of MKL can cast spells. Any arcane user is sacrilegious and an abomination to be slain. Thus,
well, that's not good.
you would be fine. However, the rest of the party who can cast spells, everyone except for Coin, would be in a world of hurt. If they found that Coin had magical tattoos on him, then he would be included in that.
Well,
Can I
lucky for me,
convert?
Coin actually has not gotten any tattoos refilled, so unless there's
Awesome.
residue from used ones, he
No,
would not have any.
cool. Then at the moment, you'd be perfectly fine. As far
Unless
as
they
dragons
saw
go-
him.
Go ahead.
I mean, I guess like I do have like cantrips from Estrella, but
Oh yeah, if you used them,
they wouldn't know that.
right? If you used them, they would go ahead and kill you on sight. As far as the dragon goes, dragons are not necessarily frowned on by the Josozai Mage Slayers, but they're not exactly welcome. They're viewed as entities that represent magic, and so if they bend the knee and worship MKL, sure, they're allowed to live. However, most aren't in the mindset of being subservient to the Mage Slayers and are thus put down.
Uzi falls in that category.
Not being subservient to Mage Slayers?
Yeah.
No. So,
So we fly a little bit more west today.
Hey, if you want to avoid them, I'm not too
I
worried.
mean, like, I don't know if they're truly a threat to us, but also I don't know if I feel the need to cause any problems.
My bigger concern would be that if we have to stop again, they might follow us after seeing us pass them. In which case, we do want to go westward to stay out of their vision.
That's not unreasonable. I could agree with that.
Coin will unsheath the carpet, lay it out.
okay,
He's ready to go.
cool. Take it off.
Rock, paper, row, sham, bow. After
Oof.
everybody gets on, I should say.
Did anyone want to do anything before leaving camp? Just checking. No. All right. Cool. So you guys hop on board and head northwest, or which way are we going? Coin, Mr. Navigator.
Still north, same direction, but we're doing a sort of westward lean.
Very well. Cool.
Or I guess they were east. Yeah, so just westward.
After about 4 hours, so right around 10 a.m., the terrain shifts suddenly. There are no fires.
Did it like
See,
cut out? Or did it take a turn?
they didn't turn, they just ended.
That honestly makes me feel less comfortable because now we don't know where the dragon is. But okay.
Does this
That
giant
would do it.
2-mile-long dragon teleport as well? Great.
Does the dragon breathe fire, or does it just like constantly burn everything it touches?
Maybe a combination of both, probably.
Do we see anything here? Like,
You see waterfalls, you see rivers, you see trees that are 100 feet tall. Beautiful, lush environment, birds singing. You see some wildlife, some monkeys swing from tree to tree.
Coin points. Oh, look, toucan.
I was like,
That
wait,
was
Is that
a
toucan over
That's-
there?
That
There's
was,
a
that
toucan.
was a monkey. That was fully a monkey coin.
No, that's a toucan.
That's a toucan, huh?
There's a beak.
It's
Why-
got monkey hands.
Why are you
What-
so obsessed with
what are you talking about?
toucans?
It's got the beak with all the colors on it.
I love the
just a
fact
monkey with
that you
disguise
put a
kit.
toucan in my jungle. Thank you, Corey.
No
I'm
liar.
like, what the hell? You put a toucan in my jungle.
Amazing.
Actually,
I
the
love how
invasive
fast he
species in
does
this
that
jungle-
too, because it's actually a pretty decent toucan.
I made it as tiny as possible so no one would see it before I pointed it out.
We're gonna zoom in on this toucan because it's funny.
Mhm.
Hot damn, that's actually a pretty decent toucan. All right.
Thank you, I
Enough of
appreciate it.
That's a pretty good toucan.
I'm an I Spy
Take your
King. What can I say?
I think you should
Oh,
leave
hell
it there.
Take
And
inspiration
also,
from
it
your
is an
toucan.
invasive species.
Toucans are an invasive species? Really?
This one is.
Oh, this one is. Okay,
I
God.
think it's following us.
It's one of those grung breeds, right?
It's looking directly. Yeah.
Yeah, look, he's carrying a bucket.
Did you have like a toucan in a past life?
Can anyone see
Well, I
its
think that's a
tongue?
nest.
Can anyone see the toucan's tongue?
They have tongues.
Yes, toucans do have tongues.
Not compared to your tongue. I mean,
Yeah,
like if you were gonna compare them, then no,
that's
they
no
don't.
competition.
it's for sure.
Tongue comparison.
Ah.
No,
Are you serious?
we're flying this way, right?
Get a grip, Toddy.
Did you guys ever see Earth Girls Are Easy? No?
No.
It was Jim Carrey's first movie. And yeah, he would fit in this conversation. Just saying.
Okay.
All right. So, as you guys fly for the rest of the day, right around 6 p.m., you will come across the mountains and see before you Shimahaba.
Hey, it's a
Hey,
city on
unburned.
fire.
Not on fire. Amazing.
That shouldn't be such a win. God, that's sad.
Our standards are so low.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been surrounded by fire and burning everything for days, so
This city seems pretty dope.
It's a nice
It's
change
not
of
on fire.
pace.
Hey, is
I
that
think
a
there's
2-mile
living
dragon?
people down there. Nope.
run.
I mean, I guess approaching the city as a dragon could
Oh, yeah,
set
that
some
might
alarms
not
up.
Hey, I'm not
Great thinking.
I'm not 2
Alright.
miles
We're
long
fine.
though, so I think
Can
it'll be
we-
fine.
Just listen for alarms.
An
I
alarm.
hear
go
Do
Yep,
you
I
come
think we're
over
good
the
then. I'm here to-
mountaintop clearly, Rusid, or not?
Well, I think that it's probably not just like clearly going over the mountaintop. I mean, at this point, we're probably really just peeking over the precipice, right? Essentially.
Okay, sure. We can do that. Roll your stealth check as a dragon.
Let's.
Right,
I have skill and stealth.
Awesome. 19.
Wow,
You'll be unobserved by most of the city.
I blend in with the foliage. Gotta fly a little lower here.
Did
So,
Coin reference that earlier
Did he?
about being blending in with the foliage?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
I think-
pretty sure you're putting the I in front of the L in that word.
Foliage?
I think
The
flying over the
think
city
it's-
in a
I think it's foliage.
I'm pretty,
I think-
I'm
Yeah,
pretty,
foliage.
I'm pretty sure the I
Foliage.
goes after the L.
foliage.
Yeah, you keep saying foil like tinfoil is what you're saying.
Foliage. 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 Foliage.
Foliage.
Foliage.
There you go.
But I say foliage. I got some accent that's making me say foliage.
I'm curious, scale-wise, if Ruzid were to like dock here, would he be tall enough to just like put his face on the dock?
Well, how
Or-
tall's the dock? That would be
Yeah,
a
that's-
question.
That dock
It's
is
8
very
feet.
high.
We saw it.
No, that dock is
I mean, maybe
easily 20, 30 feet high.
Okay, Rooster could look over if he stands up on his like hind legs and cranes his neck out. He could probably peek over.
I just think seeing them eye to eye might ease some of their concerns a little bit. At least.
I don't know about that.
Where else are you gonna land, Rooster? Are you gonna land on one of the roofs?
I don't know.
I
Where
can
am I gonna
cast
land?
greater invisibility on
Like that
Bruiser.
really tall tower there.
You could. How long does that
That would
last?
be. That would not be. Oh, you should read invis.
It's a minute, so
It's a minute, but
You'll have
if
60
normal
seconds.
invis. Normal invis would be a lot better here.
Yes, you could just show up in the center of town suddenly. That won't cause any alarm.
well, he
I
could
mean-
at least make himself little by then.
No.
Well, okay,
Now,
if
why
he
would I
does-
do that?
If he does that, then how is everyone gonna get back? Can we still fly?
I can
think
fly.
we can-
It's much
We
slower.
can manage.
It would
Yeah,
be
I can
very
also-
fun.
How long's the cooldown, Bruiser?
Forever.
7 days.
Yeah.
7 days.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that long. I thought you could just go in and out.
Yeah,
I
now he's
wish.
gotta stay like that.
My mom didn't make this cloak that good.
Well, she wasn't a seamstress.
I don't even know how she got it. I probably should ask more questions about it, but
I
kinda
say-
just haven't.
I like the invisible idea. Alternatively, Ruzid, you land in the water and then just sort of like doggy paddle like a boat, and then
I
just
also
stuff
like that
yourself.
idea.
Wait,
Well-
It's the least intimidating. I know you like the intimidating approach.
Where are
but-
the points of entry to this place? If we could just, go through the point of entry in a way that is not like me just invading the city, I don't think we're gonna immediately get jumped.
I agree that the side we're currently looking at over here probably isn't the main entrance to the city.
Which direction are we flying from? Because logic tells me it would be like
Coming from
from
this-
here, but
You'd be
we might.
coming from the mountains. Yeah.
Well, there's mountains everywhere, right? Like
Which
is
mountain?
them here or like
There's three
here?
about-
That's up to you
points
guys,
for the-
but you guys are currently looking over a cliff face at this city from this point of view. You guys can
Oh,
go
is
Is there a
around.
road?
I would assume we're over here, yeah, and we can kind of.
You can make your way over to there if you'd like.
We
Let's
could
go
Does it
down
sort
the
of
road.
anyway.
Does it look like there's like
With
a
a
point? Is
gate.
like a point of entry? Like there's like
Yeah,
a
there's
road
city
leading to a
gates.
gate.
Yeah, there's city
Okay.
gates.
The
Yeah,
good
let's just
news
try
is
the city gate route.
This time
I
won't
think-
fly on Roosit to find, to do the locate object frenzy. This time I can fly in the Pegasus gates, so we don't have to like strafe the town for that.
I have sympathy for the gate guard that is going to suddenly be put on the spot to deny or accept a dragon.
That's assuming he'll even show his face. Because I'll be honest, if I was in that position, I would.
I just run.
I would just go home.
There's no gate guard here today, bye.
Roosit, maybe just show a really big smile as you come up, so everyone thinks you're friendly.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
You should do the Ignis as you approach them to, to.
So that they know that you have a trick, like a fun, entertaining thing.
Yeah, break the ice. It's an icebreaker. Ice melter, if you will.
You're not just a dragon with a breath weapon. You can also shoot firebolts.
I mean, kind of wish I could just, cast Ghost, but, well, I can't. It's
Cast
reduced
what?
in Draconic, by the way.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's see. Do we have like a potion of miniaturization?
I
No.
don't think so.
That isn't
Ruse?
so
I
bad.
I would
Just
never
check
carry one
inventory.
anyways, out of pride.
Sometimes I've got some weird stuff. I'm gonna
I'm
take a
not-
quick look.
I'm not trying to harp on this
I feel
point,
like you'd
Ruse,
only have enlarge.
but if you had a bow tie,
Mm.
it would ease a lot of tensions for first
It-
impression.
I already have a saddle on me and a person riding me. That kind of already eases a lot of tension, in all
Yeah, but that
honesty.
doesn't tell you anything about the character.
Because
of who's
when
riding you.
it's a dragon by themselves, like the probability that the dragon is there to just fuck shit up, it goes up by like 10 times. At
Okay,
least.
well, engage with
I-
this theoretical with me. There are two mounted dragons in front of you. One has a bow tie. Which one is less intimidating to you?
The
What color's the
one with
tie?
bow tie?
Yeah,
Okay.
like, I don't like the pack of coins, right? But he is right.
Now imagine that the
Conversation
rider
solved.
is also wearing a matching tie in solidarity.
Exactly.
Now that feels like a combat uniform.
Wait, so how are we getting this bow tie exactly?
I
We
don't know.
could probably make one real quick. We got all kinds of skills over here.
I think the metaphor got a little bit lost, but I definitely approve of getting Ruzid a giant dragon bow tie.
Oh, there's no metaphor about it. I want him to wear a bow
It's
tie.
a straight up bow tie. Yeah, for sure.
We also have a hat for you, Bryn. I forgot to mention.
Is it like a
It's the one you
hat
made.
that's going to put
for
people
me.
at ease?
Sure.
I make you a
It's the one that you made. Yeah. One of the nights Bryn was gone. It was like a chef sorcerer hat.
That's right. We did get you a hat. A chef sorcerer hat. That's right. Because we
Killer
were
made.
missing Bryn so much.
It was more so because I thought it would be a funny hat.
And it is.
It just happened to be thematically appropriate to a party member.
I will say, if we're going all in and making Ruzid less frightening, we do also have the no mustaches.
Ooh.
I feel like Knick-Knack Chicelli's face on a dragon's
Versus name.
body, or a dragon-sized Knick-Knack, is his name, would be equally unnerving.
Yeah, but I feel like people would hesitate before freaking out. Like, the curiosity factor would really help.
Or they would just spit.
That's up to you, Ruzid, but I vote we just land at the gate.
Yeah.
and
How
take
about
it
we
from
just do that? How about we just do that? No more bow ties.
Spoiled one.
Let's
Save
go.
the bow tie when you spot another dragon that, you're interested in.
I feel like I have a high enough deception that if we land with him, I could just convince people, like gaslight them, that it's an illusion.
Why, though? Why would you do that?
If they
What's the
start
long
freaking out,
play?
just be like, it's not really there.
Okay, and then they're gonna say, why would you have an illusory dragon?
We just left
Wouldn't
the
you have an
parade.
illusory dragon?
But how did you fly in on it? You were on its back.
I have too much pride
No, we
pretending to
weren't.
be an illusory dragon.
Like you weren't.
What if you upset the person you're talking to so much that they, like, go to the hospital?
Are you gaslighting
Then I
me right now?
cast-
I literally just met you.
That's why I took gift of gab.
At this point, I think we should just make our move. Toddy's riding on my back, so that helps. That helps a lot.
Alright.
Okay, then let's keep that one in our back pocket.
Or we tie a rope to his foot.
Oh.
Tati gets on the rug, and we act like he's a giant parade, like balloon dragon.
Or just like, we could just have Tati say that Ruzid's her pet. I mean, they probably actually believe that.
That's kind of what I'm
here.
getting at. I won't say
How
it
about
though.
how about we say that Ruzid deserves respect, and if they are mean to him, that I will stab them with my sword.
Let's open with the pet line, and maybe that can be the second.
Because I think the threat of getting stabbed is not the threat that they're going to be. That's going to be the most exigent to them at the moment.
Alright, let's go meet some people.
All right.
Maybe you
So-
all just stay here and I'll walk to town.
That's so mean, Coin.
It's not a terrible idea.
I just think maybe immediate escalation. You know, let's just land. Let's feel it out.
So, do you guys land?
Yeah, we intend for Ruzid to fly near the gate, land, and
Not near the gate. I was thinking we fly onto the road that's towards the gate, a little bit back, and then start walking towards the gate.
oh yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
So
Yeah,
you
like
go
that.
up to the next bend and go ahead and arrive on the land. You have landed. Get off the magic carpet.
Rochambeau.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm riding my
Fall flat.
horse, but on the ground.
Okay. Awesome. Any other preparations you guys want to do before heading around the bend to the gate? as you see farmers with large wagons pulling their wagons off this road in order to get into the trees away from you.
I would like to put a mask on because I that's gonna calm things down. So if I put a death mask on my face.
How far are we from the city proper?
No base.
You would be about a quarter mile away from the gate.
Okay, that's I will put up the telepathic bond because I have all my spell slots and it just solves so many problems. So I'll be sure to do that. So that's a 5th level spell and the usual sorcery point to double the duration.
Okay.
I think as soon as the telepathic bond goes down, cousin Helka is in my mask when I put it on, and it's just a steady stream of swearing.
Okay.
It's-
Is it at least
it's generally-
Is that a normal?
Whenever you see this mask, it's pretty normal. Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually less normal that she's not doing it out loud. It's just
Why did
a stream of swearing. Yep. She's
We get a server
fucking-
mute on Tati.
Toddy? Why did you put that on? Can you take it off?
well, I mean, I could, but I think Helka might be helpful. She's actually really good with people.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's let her talk to the guardian. I'll backseat
I don't
here.
know that she'd be better than you or Bipta. No. I
don't like that
Alright.
you put me and Bipto on even ground there. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm also very persuasive. I got that green tongue.
yeah, I just give me it's all right. I'm just gonna wear the mask, and I just wanted Helga.
I'm gonna hop about 5 paces ahead of everybody. Just for safety.
Oh yeah, if anyone
Which
asks,
coin
definitely
that
not
does?
with you guys.
Yeah, Coin's just walking to the gate.
All right.
He's looking for posted guards, any sort of, response.
You see 6 guards out front, 3 on each side of the gate, heavily armored with long pole weapons. Above the gate, you can see that there are large ballistas that have an entire crew standing next to them. There are 4 of them up there.
Coin will hop up to them. Not to like the militia up there,
Right.
like just hops up in front of the gate. Good day, gentlemen.
The
Uh,
woman, who is the front guard, lifts her visor to look at you. Grung, what are you doing here? You are far from home and without
Oh,
a
yeah.
mistress. Are you an escapee? And the weapons are lowered and pointed at you.
No,
hold on.
no.
I
He's
actually,
property of our mistress. And Ruzik kind of like tilts his
The
head to
dragon comes
gesture
around.
towards.
All the ballistas, as you come around the bend, all the ballistas are instantly pointed at Ruzid.
Ruzik doesn't even care. he
Yeah,
already
I
knew
know.
that was gonna happen.
I speak on her behalf, and he points up to Tati.
They look up at
Wait.
Tati.
But I assure you, I am not an escapee.
Remove your aim from my dragon.
Roll persuasion check or intimidation, your choice.
Sure. Helka's thing is performance. It's like, I don't suppose I could get like a performance bonus or like advantage.
You can look
And you-
regal. Roll a performance
Yeah.
check to give yourself advantage on this roll.
I feel like you should be able to roll performance in place of intimidation if, like, it's
No.
part of the act.
So, performance to modify the intimidation.
All right, hold on.
All right.
That is. That's not that number. Hold on. That might be that number. Goddamn. Nope, that's not that number. That is. What's our proficiency bonus? I've been here for a day. Sorry, that's a 16, I think.
Okay, so you will have advantage on your intimidation or deception roll.
All right.
Can I, before she has
Yes.
to roll for that, give her a bardic?
Sure. How would you do so in plain view of everybody?
I look like I'm not paying attention and just start smacking my kitchen pot with my wooden spoon.
Okay.
It just looks like I'm just like
Clang,
making
clang,
music
clang.
to it.
So inconspicuous. No one even
Thank you,
noticed.
so very
It's-
helpful.
Yeah,
You're just the crazy person we travel with.
exactly.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Oh no. Let me do my bardic. What is your bardic, by the way?
A D12.
Nice.
All right, so
Thank God for the crazy man.
Wow.
Oh, no.
they
Oh,
are
shit.
not intimidated by you.
Mm. But they are impressed.
They
Oh,
are
can I
impressed
use
by
the-
your performance. Good.
Can I use my reaction? It allows me. Oh wait, no, never mind. So my bardics are, it's like I think magic. I forget which the name of it is, but you don't lose it if you fail the check when using it, so you still
Oh,
have
yeah.
it handy.
Reliable.
The elegance part thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Unfailing inspiration, I think. is-
Unfailing inspiration.
Cool. So you still
Very
have
cool.
bardic inspiration.
Neat.
The woman at the gate looks up at you. The ballista stay on target. Why do you bring such a beast here?
Where else should I bring him?
What is your business in Shimahaba?
I follow my mistress wherever she goes. It's my duty.
Speaks.
It does, Jeff.
Sacrilege.
Do you not know that some of our kind can speak?
Silence, beast. Your betters are talking. She
He's
looks up
actually
at
very
Tati.
multifaceted.
She looks
Bryn's,
at Tati
Bryn's grip on
alone.
his staff tightens just a little bit, but he doesn't say anything.
She looks up at Tati alone. What is your business in our city?
Business.
Yes. Commerce. And what have you brought to trade, or what do you seek?
We brought cash to trade, and we seek whatever the city has to offer.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Tati. I wave.
Simply Tati? Where from?
Where from? Who? Okay. I'm Tati Rindaya. I am from the, well, currently from the ship Flight Risk. Kind of new to the area.
Permission to speak, mistress.
To these ones? Like, all right.
What she's trying to say is we're just here to try to purchase some things for a expedition that we're looking to do. Not here. We're kind of all over the place, but we work with the Longstriders, if you're familiar with them. They're from a very far away place. And we're just gonna kind of wiggle their, bring their tail around and kind of show this badge that's on one of their, tail bags.
The guard's
It's the Longstrider's
countenance
badge.
softens somewhat. Longstriders. It's been some time.
We're not here to cause any trouble.
Longstriders with a dragon. And slaves. Interesting. Very well, Tati Rendaya. You may pass. But should the dragon cause problems, it will be put down.
You never
Of
would.
course not, mistress.
The guard steps out of the way, slams her visor down. They all stand at attention as you are allowed entry into the city. The large gates open smoothly and silently.
You just hear telepathically everyone through Bruce's voice saying, "You all owe me so much for that humiliation."
Yeah, I think Helka joins in with just like, well, that was a shit show.
Bruce kind of like you see Bruce visibly like sigh of relief as the gate opens.
The ballistas aren't pointing at you anymore.
Before
Yeah.
we walk past her, Coin asks this lady if she even like looks at him. Like, did you say there are grungs held captive around here?
The woman looks down at you and upon you and says, "The grungs are not here often. They come by sea for trade. They always come with a mistress, one of the talented ones. Large,
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
rotund, green with scales all over her hide. They come to
Oh,
visit the master of trade. The
That's
head
pretty crazy
grung.
because I haven't seen him.
Then you should visit the head grung here in Shimahaba. He's not
Right.
far. He is in the tall pagoda in the center of town. Not the palace itself, but the second largest one.
You don't say. Coin will give her an affirmative nod and turn his head to what I would assume is visible from here.
Yep. It's this one here.
Yeah. And Coin will go to catch up with his party.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get in here.
As you guys walk through the gates close, and the guards block the path and begin interrogating the farmers who finally emerge from the jungle after you've left.
If any of those farmers don't get past the gate after the dragon does, like fucking farmers, man.
I think they have a lot
if
less
they-
weight to go around.
Yeah, guts.
All
Oh,
right.
Rizit, will you even fit on these streets?
Just barely. He's got to squeeze his shoulders in.
Seems right.
Yeah, the streets are only 20 feet wide. So, technically,
He'll fit decently
all
well.
30
It's like 20 feet wide. He's not 20. He's like 15 feet wide maximum. But like the,
Alright.
the token is 15 foot square. But even then, I think he'd fit pretty comfortably.
Yeah. Except until someone tries to pass you on either side.
Yeah, it'd be
So-
hard to pass. It would be
So
hard
it's
to
like
pass.
driving a
Like,
it's like driving a pickup down Disneyland.
yeah, I get. Yeah, that tracks.
All right. So where are we going? What are we doing? Welcome to Shimahaba.
Coin
Can we take a
seem-
moment and... Sorry,
Go
go ahead, Troy. Oh, I was just going to ask, can we take a moment and review our objectives for why we came here?
So number one is frenzy. We wanted to
Okay.
clean up
Yeah.
any imports that came here, just for the sake
got
of.
Yeah, we know it's a big
Yeah,
city.
who's like getting so much of it?
We may even, hear some useful information about who's moving it or whatever. But really, it's just clear, whatever. Coin may have gotten his own objective after that conversation, which is that he wants to go find this master of trade that the grungs
Yeah.
seem so
We're checking
They
out.
might be
That's
tied together.
That may be our best lead, considering, I mean,
It could very well be
any of
connected.
us been to the city before?
Not this one.
I mean,
Would
I think
Coin have
that's our
been
best
here
lead.
before?
Otherwise, I'm flying around and
Oh,
doing.
I
the
don't believe
thingy.
he has.
I think so. Feels like news to
Guard-
him.
The guard didn't recognize him, and Coin's fairly egregious or gregarious. Good word.
Oh, thank you.
Gregarious.
I
And,
remember that one.
Yeah,
You're also
and as a
egregious.
gregarious person, he likes to make friends with the guards and business people.
Yeah.
So if Coin had been here, he would have made contacts.
That's true. But yeah, Coin. I mean, they may or may not be connected, but Coin will tell everyone while we're walking, like, there's somebody here I want to go speak with. I don't know if it'll help with the frenzy thing, but just, I know where to go. So our options are stand dead center of the town and throw a locate frenzy out, or do some talking.
It's a
As
big
you
town.
Are you
Maybe
doing this
we
telepathically,
do a
or are you
little-
guys talking?
It'd be telepathic.
Okay,
The
just
bond is
checking.
up. I would assume we don't want to be talking about frenzy. Just sort of.
Yeah.
Up to you guys.
Not,
Yeah, we're
not
just
in the
standing
first
here
minute.
staring intensely at each other, talking in our heads.
Coin's
Yeah, I
cover is
think-
like, they'll be like, cool rock out loud. Just every now and then.
I think that it's worth
fucking cool,
doing a
Rob.
little investigation before we just sort of randomly start. I mean, we might get lucky. If we might get a hit on frenzy with locate object, but
Tell you what, I know where we need to go. Coin's gonna point to that tall building that he was referenced to.
lead the way.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You headed over there?
Yeah, assuming, like, you know, the lights are on.
Cool. You head up and are able to walk up. As you do so, out front, you see two very tall, beautiful women, hair coming down to their knees, and they each hold two swords in their hands. The swords reach all the way down to the ground, and they're currently doing a dance in front of the door. This is both ornamental and guarding.
Are they drow women?
They are not. These are elvish women, though.
Okay.
And we will go full-on night ear elves, like long ears. Very
Nice.
graceful.
I don't.
High elves, yes.
Are they just, like, standing around, or are they sort of like...
It's essentially the changing of the guard ceremony,
Okay.
where the two of them are exchanging places, and one will be left here to guard the front door. You guys can watch the ceremony, and after about 2 minutes, one of them will head inside, while the other is left out here and sheathes her two swords, placing her hands at her sides. She stands in a relaxed yet ready position.
Coin will let the ceremony play out. Is the ceremony like a very complicated handshake, or is it just like the exchanging of utilities and...
If you've ever seen the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, it's kind of like that, where they check the weapons, they make sure that everything's fine, they check the uniforms, they check everything to be everything right, and
Gotcha.
then they switch places. They do the little secret handshake type thing, but it is very obvious as to what's happening, so
Right.
everyone can see, and it is a bit of a show, and it does draw a semicircle of people around, because these are two very beautiful women that look very similar, exchanging positions outside this building.
Okay. Coin will let them finish and approach afterwards.
Okay. As you step forward, the woman looks immediately at you, her head snapping into position, and you see that she is ready to take you on, and it'd be a fair fight.
Hi there. I'm the quartermaster for pointing up to Tati. Tati, Lord of Rosid, and come here with some business to discuss with the Master of Trade.
I will send a message. What message would you like sent?
Tell him Sea Toad coins at the door.
That is all. The quartermaster of Tati of Ruzid, named
I would
Seatoad
prefer
Coin.
if you left those parts out, but yeah, that's the gist of it.
Very well. What is your business with His Highness? I know he will ask.
Just can't you just say business? I mean, gotta get so specific. You can say money, if that helps.
Very well.
Local
She will-
imports.
Imports. Thank you. She will take a step back, and you see as her foot taps the door behind her. She tilts her head while keeping an eye on you as the closest person, and whispers into the door. She steps back into position. If he will welcome you, we will find out soon. Please be patient.
I got nowhere to be. You guys want to see a trick?
She does not respond to you want to see a trick.
Doesn't matter. Coin. Now his coins have to establish they have sort of a hole in the middle, and
Right.
he's going to run a rope through, 20 coins, and
Sure.
begin doing a sort of lasso-like trick where he's spinning this rope around while all the coins dance, without ever flying off the end of it.
Very
And
nice. That's with a 19. That's really good.
He nails it.
Cool.
He does
The
this the
crowd
whole time until
claps.
he gets a response.
Yeah, the crowd claps, but as far as the woman, she doesn't even seem to notice that you exist during this entire time. It takes a couple of moments. Can I get a perception check, please?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, a 30.
Good enough.
Up above you, a window will have cracked open just a little bit as the blinds are shifted. Someone up there looks out at you, and then the blinds shut once again. You saw it.
Alright. He does not act.
Okay,
He, if anything, he does it subtly. He
sure.
just glances upwards without turning his head.
Absolutely. Cool. Then, after a couple more moments, the first woman comes out, opens the door wide enough for you to enter. It's nowhere near big enough for Ruzid to enter. Come. Enter. You and your mistress, and any of her slaves who wish to enter as well. The dragon, of course, must remain behind.
Can he peek through the window?
She whispers into a small bracelet at her wrist. It is preferred that he does not.
Fair enough. We can still relay.
Dragons without masters are a liability.
Coin will, say telepathically, will relay what's happening in real time. I assume the range is, fine.
Yeah.
Saphira can go in though, right?
Saphir can.
Anyone, they're essentially saying anyone except Ruzi can go in. That said, you don't have to. Coin elects, obviously, to walk in.
I'll be
I'll
going
go
in as well.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. Cool. So, As you guys walk in, the place is opulent. It is beautiful. And it is a little bit over the top. The place is absolutely decorated beyond what you should do. Someone has gone ahead and started collecting as opposed to simply having decorations. There are no blank spots on the wall. It's not a tasty decorative style. It's just I found something I liked and I put it there. It's cluttered, as the feeling is. As you guys
Yeah.
go forward, the woman will guide you up a series of stairs, stopping at a landing each time. She turns, and after the 6th flight, turns, be respectful, for he has a temper. Should you have questions, let the lady speak, unless granted permission. Do you have any
Okay.
questions?
I'll give him in person.
Very well. Mistress, did you have any questions?
I did actually. So, uh, that whole ceremony with, you know, everyone changing places outside, that's something you have to be willing to talk about later, perhaps after your shift.
She looks at you and raises an eyebrow.
Over a drink,
Sure.
maybe.
Roll persuasion check. Damn!
Ah.
She
Huh?
smiles and blushes a little bit. Perhaps. And she
Right.
will smile at you and will open the door. Going in?
I'll wink at her and
Yeah.
I'll go in.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. So as you guys enter, you're able to step onto the very thick carpet. And as you do so, it squishes underfoot with a wetness.
Ew.
At the far end of this hall, with very large pillars, you see seated in a tub of water, about 20 feet in diameter, steaming there. You see the form of Warty Barrel Toad.
I had a feeling.
He looks across at you as you walk in. He chews on that gold coin of his. Do you approach? As his eyes narrow at your entrance.
Yeah, I would say Coin's actually more casual about his entrance than he probably should be, given all of like what he was told. He's sort of like running his hand across the wall of ornaments, and he's like, "Master a trade, huh? Last I saw you, you were admin a trade. Not too bad, Wardy."
What are you doing here, short freak?
Well, first off, I think 2.5 feet is pretty decent for a grung. At least in our litter. Secondly, well, really, it's dual business here. Coin is trying to look him in the eyes, but Coin, it's probably obvious to Wardy that he's continuously looking at the coin being chewed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Remember, Coin, we killed this guy like 5 times. Don't be nervous.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Long story. He was in the Chrononacrum. So, yeah. We've met this guy before, but he might not remember it.
That's fair. I've learned better than to ask questions about that time.
Come on, Wardy.
I don't even know if it was a time.
It didn't occur to me that my claim that we'd killed this guy like 5 times would be completely insane to anyone who hadn't gone through the
I mean, the
chrononacrum.
reason I'm a dragon,
Yeah.
the reason I'm a dragon right now is the chrononacrum.
Well, yeah,
Like
but that's
I said,
not as insane as claiming we killed
Timey
someone
wimey
5
is
times.
the long
I
and short
learned
of
not to ask questions.
it. In a little blip of time, we met him. That
No,
said,
please,
Coin.
please ask questions because we're gonna forget that you weren't there for part of it, and
Yeah.
it might not make sense. So please feel
No,
free
to
to
be
ask
clear,
questions.
it's mostly a joke. Like the what was clearly me trying to get
Oh,
a
yeah.
little more figuring that out. Don't worry.
Come on, Wardy. Family can't drop in to discuss business.
Family, we kind of disassociated with you. Your mom doesn't even believe you still live.
Well, something's got to be seen to be believed.
Whatever.
And you can see me, right? So,
Unfortunately.
what kind of game are you running out here? You just doing, white hat goods out here, buying furniture? What's
What's the
your
matter to you?
operation?
I make good money. Trade whatever comes in and whatever has to go out.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be blunt, Wardy. You know I've wanted that coin.
This ain't the coin you're looking for. I know what coin you're looking for, coin.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's here. It's here. Somewhere in my lovely collection. The ruby coin. The
Yeah, and
one
I'm gonna be
that
honest,
you
Wardy.
want.
I've spent the last 3 years of my life trying to find something, anything, that'll make you drop that. But I'm gonna be honest, man. You're pretty picky. So, tell me, what can I do to make you hand it over?
He leans back in his tub of water, and the water sloshes out up and over the sides of the tub. You're offering me a deal for my little toys. You always did like getting my toys when I was done playing with them.
Coin is like clearly annoyed, but he's like hiding it. I mean, I can tell you're not using it.
There's something to be said for skill and know-how, rather than relying on luck.
Yeah, or
You.
you lower the bar low enough, you're gonna find a lot of metal, a lot of trash to sell to the
Speaking
dump.
of trash, you want the coin? What do you
might be-
have to trade? You brought some slaves with you? I got too many. I don't need any. I pay my employees. I don't feel like being a slaver. Sea toad.
I'm hurt that you think so low of me, Wardy. No, I mean obviously I
can't
could.
think much lower of you. I think you're pond scum.
Oh well,
You're the
You-
fungus that forms between toes.
Coin doesn't say this verbally, but I think his internal thoughts, like, go into the Discord, like the telepathy unintentionally. So he's like, oh, how about I jump up to your face and sucker punch you? Then you don't have to look down. Just stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Man,
Uh,
this guy sucks.
Well, Wardy, I mean, obviously I've got my goods. I've got some excellent wine. I've got some straight gold, diamonds. I think of myself as a fair negotiator. There's got to be a price on that thing that's collecting dust.
You think I'd let it collect dust? It's in a box. Uh,
Oh, that's so
nah,
much better.
he's absolutely ignoring the fact that it could collect dust. It's just that he's
Yeah.
put it in a box and he's taking care of it.
Oh yeah.
Well, gold, you say? Diamonds. I like the words you're using, small fry. How much we talking? What's it worth to a little piece of lint like you?
Coin is stopping to genuinely think about the value of what he wants. Because I think in character, Coin would be willing to empty his bank, so to speak, for this. But I think there's an argument to be made that is a good or bad deal from his perspective. But before then, before he even puts out a number, he's going to maybe try to find a chip in his in Wardy's armor, so to speak.
Oh,
And he's going to talk to him, and he's going to say, "Your operations. I'm curious about the efficiency of any of them. You know, you got to have like ships sink now and then, right?"
maybe. Maybe I outsource. Maybe I do risk management by not handling shipping at all. I just handle the transactions. Maybe I've
Oh,
learned my lesson from worthless capitalists like you and actually diversify my portfolio with insurance.
yeah, and maybe you're outsourcing with a lower threshold of quality. There's a lot of ways to look at it.
Perhaps. You're distracting. You're shifting the conversation.
Any good
How
businessman
bad do
likes
you
to
want
get to
this?
know.
I know. That's why I'm asking why you're doing it. Because you're no good businessman.
That
Such a
coin's the
dick.
only
I'm
thing
sorry.
I was ever handed from the Sea Toads. Other than my, my birthright, my chromosomes. And then you took it.
Of course I
And you
took
want me
it. You don't deserve it.
and you want me to quantify that into a price.
Of course. You know us grungs. You quantify it with a price and pay the price, and you prove that you're worthy of it. Little penniless sea toad, they named you coin because you could only have one. I took it away, and you don't deserve to have any more. Unless you've managed to get some for real.
In the telepathy, Coin says, Ruzid, in theory, if you were to just raise your head and spew as much damage as possible, how quick could you do that? What number are we looking at?
What
Clear, he's
type of number? Time?
like, he's obviously just rambling.
Hit points. How many hit points can you knock him down?
Yeah.
Well, if I rate it on a scale of like 1 to 100, probably like a 56.
Good to know.
While this is all going on,
Here we'll
can I
think into the bond.
subtly in the back of the room cast locate object on Frenzy? I'm trying to just kind of like be behind people. He seems a little distracted, so hopefully he's not looking at me.
I mean, isn't Wardy up your blood though? Like, wouldn't he also be immune to the poison?
Hey, that's
I
what
mean,
I was
yeah.
gonna say.
I mean, I guess if you like killing Wardy's like servants or something.
I will say, out of character, that Coin is like frustrated, but he does not want to kill Wardy. After the encounter in where like we did kill him, Coin felt a lot of regret on like getting what he wanted through force. So
So-
your characters could probably intuit that Coin is just like pissed off, but he doesn't actually want you to like
Sure.
raise your swords.
We're also pissed
He
off,
hasn't
but
given
we
us the
haven't
nod.
seen the nod.
Yeah.
Where's the nod? No nod. No attack.
See, there's a reason.
The Coin also doesn't want to give this guy all his money because both frustrating emotionally and fiscally. But he is struggling, and I'm struggling to really gauge what Wardy would part for. And Coin's thinking of just bluntly bringing up Frenzy and seeing, like, like,
I'll share real quick. I did cast Locate Object in the back when you guys were chatting. Apparently, there's a frenzied obsession of one of the guard women out front.
is there?
Just as a heads up. Feel free to bring it up, but I'm going to whisper that in the telepathic bond.
Okay. Coin's gonna. He knows there's like a window with blinds, so he's gonna walk around. He sort of peers out the blinds the same way Wardy did, subtly.
Yep.
And then I'll
6
say,
stories
like,
up.
what does frenzy mean to you, Wardy?
Roll a persuasion check, sir.
Okay. Let's see where luck lands me. 20.
Wow.
You already know it.
Man.
Excellent.
I'm going to roll my deception check.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
god.
That's fucking cheap.
Not in the same ballpark.
Mhm.
Why do you ask, Short Fry? You want the coin, now you want drugs too?
Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite, Wardy. All cards out on the table here. I'm in the business of cutting off all frenzy. Certainly
Why?
up to Shu. Well, for
Why
someone
would
with
you
such
end
high
such a-
standards of business, I don't think it really concerns you why. I do it because I'm a moral, ethical person, Wardy. I thought you knew this.
Yeah. Weak. So where's the profit in it?
I'm playing the long game here. I'm playing the game of connections, of, cutting off tyrants, that sort of thing. It might not immediately generate revenue, but it generates value in other ways.
Huh.
I just thought you'd like to know that. Coin starts
Interesting.
walking, back to the middle of the room, even back towards the door.
And if you were to cut off the supply of this drug, frenzy, what then?
So I'm thinking of starting up this corn cob shop over in Nausea.
You're such a kidder. He slaps the water.
I wasn't kidding. Where business is, the toad coin goes. When one door closes, 50 more open. I found.
Alright, you little runt.
I love how good Eric is at playing NPCs who just suck. This guy, the fart boiler or whatever his name is in Nausea. Oh, I always get a chuckle
Yeah.
out of these complete assholes.
You want to keep the
Still don't think
coin?
He was that bad.
You want to keep the coin, Wardy? You know what? Keep it. I think you'll need it.
You know what, little runt? I'll give you the coin on one condition.
Coin turns back, looking at him.
I
Waiting.
invest in your corn stand, and you let me know when the frenzy runs out.
Gonna be an upfront investment. I don't do any of those time of use things. We're talking
That's
right
fine.
now.
All right. I give you the ruby coin of luck. In exchange, I get 5% of profits for the first 2 years from your damn corn stand.
5%.
That's not a bad deal, but I'm not sure you want
For
to
the
be
first 2 years.
invested.
That's an excellent deal. He's offering
That's-
you.
that's
He's
right.
offering you 5% on a company that doesn't exist.
It's so much
and,
better.
and it's 5%. It's
Good deal,
5%
you have to
of
make
just
it.
the profit.
Yeah, but I think the corn cob thing is only part of the deal he's looking for here. So kind of walk up to him, put his hand out.
He shoves something out of the way from under the water, at which point 4 grung women, very large and rotund, twice his size, bob up out of the water. He steps forward naked and just schlong. And he steps
I'm trying
forward
catch
to
a
hold.
glimpse of their tongue.
I'm sorry?
I'm trying to catch a glimpse of their tongues.
Oh, yeah. They're pulling their tongues back into their mouth.
I knew it. Okay.
Yeah. And he reaches out, naked as the day is long, to shake your hand, Sea Toad Coin.
Telepathically, you just hear Coin very quickly go, "I hate this guy," and then he shakes his hand.
Yeah.
We'll get it in writing too.
It's
Now-
already in writing. And one of the girls brings up a piece of stone that's been marked with a grease pen and hands it to him. Sign. And it's got the exact terms, exactly worded the same way. You flip it over, look at the edges, everything's legit.
Coin will grab a pen and he'll say, "While you're bringing the box out with the coin, I'll warm up my hand with some exercises." Coin's just flipping the pen in his hand as like a coin trick, waiting.
Fine. And he reaches into the tub and pulls up a small round box. Now, remember, deal is I give you this thing, and in exchange I get 5% of the profits from the corn stand for 2 years, and you tell me the moment that the frenzy drug stops being available.
Oh yeah. That purple
Violation
frenzy
of
will
the-
be off the market.
Violation of the contract, and I'm coming for the whole damn business. You got that, short fry?
Oh yeah. Coin, if anything, he's a little too focused on the box and he just puts his hand out to grab it. Or more so he puts a palm out for it to be placed in.
He gestures to the signature. When you sign.
Okay. Now I'm gonna play this half as Coin did read it over.
Yep.
So he does know what it says, but equally wanting this thing so much, he maybe doesn't do the diligence he needs to fine print.
Right.
Which plays into something I'm thinking. But regardless, without turning his head, he signs the paper, still looking
Okay.
at the box with his hand out.
Okay. The stone slab. Awesome.
Yeah, the stone
hands
slab.
He hands you the box. There you go, short rimp. All right. I look
Pleasure doing
forward to you
business.
actually doing something good for a change, making a bit of coins.
I'm a new man, Wardy. I'm not doing under the table, under the ship, really. Deals, like I was back when we were tadpoles. You'd be surprised.
I am surprised. I'm surprised you can do any deals at all.
You should see the size of my ship.
He gestures lewdly at his waistline as he sinks back down into his tub.
Coin's turning away and walking away already at this point. He is flipping the box open to verify that the ruby coin is in there.
It is in there.
And he's doing a coin, flipping it over, verifying quality, verifying that it's not a replica,
Yep.
any funny business.
It is the legitimate ruby coin of luck.
Fancy that. Alright. Coin will take it out. He'll flip it up into the air, letting the coin he already had in his mouth drop out. Then he just catches it in his lips. But he's sort of waving backwards, like, "Oh yeah, you'll be the first contact once
That
the
better be.
once it's cut off. If you need me, you know where to find me."
I will. All right. Anything else?
And yeah, now
Flip it a bunch of times.
not yet. Before walking out, Coin will stop at the door, like as he's walking out, and he'll say, "By the way, Wardy,
yeah.
I'm sure plenty of that stuff's already hit this town. You know where?"
That wasn't part of the deal, runt.
Alright. I'll
But
find
if
out.
you want a tip, and you want help stopping the supply, go find them 12 spiders.
Well, I'll find out 12 of them.
Only
And then I'll
one's
walk out.
here in Shimahaba, Coin. Down the street, at the bar. Can't miss it. Full of
Coin-
guys and gals in red.
Coin gives them a nod downwards of affirmation, and then walks out,
Okay,
gesturing for the party to
follow.
follow if they wish. I mean, he's not going to stop you, but the smell alone will get you out of this room, Coin says telepathically. Whether or
Actually
not
smells
there
quite
was a
nice in
smell
here.
in the room.
Yeah,
That's
it
what I
smells
was
like
going to
saffron.
say.
Yeah.
He's just being a dick.
Oh, no, absolutely. Legitimate. 100% legitimate that he's being a dick. Absolutely.
Oh,
All right.
I'm glaring at him as we leave for sure.
He
Coin
doesn't
didn't
care.
deserve this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it.
I know.
Yep.
It's like glaring at Jabba the Hutt. Absolutely. And you guys can
It's
walk
the
out.
principle.
Oh, yeah. The elvish woman will walk you guys down the stairs and out to the front door where Ruzin is still in the street, I assume.
Seemed kind of heated in there.
Oh, yeah. But good news. We got a lead.
A
And
lead.
you got your coin.
And also this. Coin does a coin trick with his newly acquired coin. It's a pretty simple one. He just spins it on his finger really fast, and then it
Is it
slows
something-
down. You see it.
So you wanted that coin a lot. Is there something special about it?
Yeah,
Is it just pretty?
it's the only thing I was ever paid by my tribe. And they didn't like that.
Damn, your tribe must be stacked if they got coins like this.
Oh yeah, they probably got warehouses of these, but not this one.
Warehouses.
Not one like mine.
Oh, okay.
Now, Coin, remind me, didn't Wardy have the Ruby Coin of Luck in the Chrononecrum, and you chose not to take it from him? Do I remember that correctly?
If you so out of character, the first time we encountered him, we killed him. Coin took it
Yep.
and left. But Coin, because for those who weren't there, it was sort of a maze, and when you go when you go in the wrong door, you have to start the maze over.
And that includes respawning all the enemies in the maze.
Yeah,
Including
Coin.
NPCs like Wardy Barreltug.
Basically, Coin encountered Wardy a second time, and he just threw the coin back at him, saying, I'm going to earn this in a deal. I'm not going to kill you
Okay.
for it. I'm going to do it
Got
my way.
That's what happened. Because I thought I'd seen this before. I just didn't
He
remember
did have the
exactly
coin,
what
but he threw it back at him, essentially.
happened. Okay.
With that said, yeah. Coin will tell everyone, if you didn't catch it, that there's one of the 12 spiders at a bar nearby. Which may very well be a source of frenzy.
Did you get the name of that bar?
That is a good question. Eric,
It was-
did Coin? I was updating my inventory, so I missed some
Did not
details.
give you the name, but looking down the street, you only see one inn/tavern. It's called Killsit's Web.
Wow, subtle.
Well,
I'm gonna go.
yeah.
I'm gonna go find the guard I was talking to earlier.
She's inside at the moment. Do you go back in? Try to go back inside without an appointment?
Oh, I absolutely would.
The guard at the door asks, "What is your business, mistress?"
Oh, I forgot to mention something to the other guard who was helping us out and getting us upstairs. Some very important information I had to tell her.
What is your information that you need to tell her?
Well, it's for her ears only.
Roll your persuasion check. And why do I even do this to myself? All right.
For the plot.
Yeah, for the bit. She does have a chance to resist this. She did not, though. Very well. And she will step back, tap the door with her foot, whisper at the door, which opens, and the other woman comes out with her weapons and looks at you. Yes.
Right. I just wanted to tell you, whatever you're done with your shift, we're going to be over at Killset's Web, and I love to buy you a drink.
She looks at you, looks down the street, looks back at you. I will have to decline. And she goes inside and shuts the door.
Damn, playing hard to get.
Oof. No, I
there's
think it's
something else
I
going
think
on.
the bar. Yeah, I think the bar. I think telling her that the name of the bar we're going to might have not been good for your romantic prospects.
Yeah, you just shut it down. Thank you, Saphira. Oh, Saphira, forget us.
Saphira, she's playing hard to get.
Yeah.
Well, I figure maximum one grand gesture, but try that tomorrow maybe, and if not, well, she ain't interested.
Saphira might drink your blood, but at least she's full of respect.
I'll rejoin the rest of the group.
Yeah, presumably group would just be sort of walking to the bar at this point, right? Unless I missed something.
Wait, so
Okay.
what's the plan here with the bar, Coin?
Well, if we're lucky, some affiliate of the 12 Spiders might be there that we could shake down
The
regarding the frenzy.
shakedown would go a lot better if you can get him outside.
Very true. I still got to figure out whether this is a scorched earth kind of thing or if there's a diplomatic approach. But I get the feeling we're going to have to maybe knock a wall down.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I just was told earlier if I start causing trouble in the city, I'm gonna get skewered by like 10 ballistas. So.
Okay. Then we will push them all through a
shakedown
doorway.
that doesn't involve property damage. Like, I think I could bully them outside, but probably not topple the building. Probably not a good idea.
We'll shove them in a line and then you breathe fire through the door. Poison
You mean
fire through
poison?
the door.
I could
It's
do
just-
that. I could breathe poison in there.
It's
Just as
gonna
long
hit
as it's
their
not
skin like
property
fire.
damage. I think property damage is what's gonna set off the guards more than anything else.
I'm impressed with how cautious you are about breaking things.
You would be cautious too if you had 20 ballistas pointed at you.
Yeah, but I'd mostly just be proud of myself.
Well, yeah, I'm proud of it
that's a good
too,
point.
right?
But
Like
that's a testament.
I'd love to just destroy whatever building I please or whatnot, but I'm trying to be realistic here. I kind of need to stay alive.
Well, here's the thing. This might be like a history check, but it's hard to say. I don't think Coin's researched this. Are the 12 Spiders importing the type of people that would bring drugs to a place, or are they opportunists and they're just like they found it here and they're sitting on it?
Roll your history check. Okay. No idea.
I'm not even gonna burn a lucky for that. I'm just gonna go with the 2 and say Coin really does not
would be
know.
Well, it's not real
What
connected to
connection
the
I have?
criminal underworld, so it makes sense.
Yeah. That said, Coin would maybe. Hey, Sazin, how often can you pop off locate frenzy?
I've got like 5 uses. Oh yeah, 6. No, I've got like 7 uses. No, 6.
Okay.
Something like that. I've got multiple uses, but we'll start using higher and higher spell slots.
I would advocate that we send one off before we walk into the bar, the tavern, just to really know what we're looking at. Like, we don't want to know if like every single person there has one in their pocket and they're ready to pop it, or if there's like a crate.
No, like I totally agree. I'm happy to do it before we go in. It is just gonna be the. I mean, maybe I can do it when we're getting close. But
I know it's only going to be one, but like
yeah. Well,
better
also,
to
I can move
know
around
that than nothing.
and see like maybe
Yeah.
a bunch of people have it on them, and as I move around in the room, more and more people start pinging, as it'll just change who I'm close to. So
Yeah, honestly, maybe just circle the building once we're in, but I doubt it'll even be that necessary. Regardless, Coins seems ready to just go to the bar and find that person if they're there.
Cool. You guys want to go to the bar?
I mean, what time is it? If it's like 6 a.m., then he might wait, but
No, you guys traveled all day and got here in the evening, so it's close to 9 p.m. Things are about to
Okay.
start winding down for the day.
yeah, I'd say go in there. Unless we have like other business.
Anyone
I don't
else
think
have
we
any
do.
business? No? Alright. So, you guys head down to the bar. As you walk up, you see a bakery door to your left.
Wait, to be clear, before I fully enter, I will be casting Locate Object on Frenzy.
Sure.
Wait, I'm confused. Are we? What the tokens in the bar are big and we're small.
Are other people big?
They should not be that big. Why are you
Damn.
so small?
Jesus, they're behemoths!
What? You guys should not be that small. Let me correct this. I don't know why you
Little
guys are
itty
so tiny.
bitty.
I'm rethinking the fight everything approach.
No, there you go. I don't know why you guys got
Oh.
shrunk. It was better earlier today. And Ruzid
Interesting. I
is
feel enormous.
which form right now?
And I can do it. I can do it. I got all the macros.
Yep, we set
Boom.
that all up for you. There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. The
gonna
door
say,
that you're
if he
currently
was-
next to, this one is a bakery.
Ooh.
Coin walks
Alright.
by the window to peer in.
Yeah, so we're
He
just
doesn't
on the
really
street,
hide.
right? This is
Yes,
this is
you're
this
just
is
on
the
place where
street.
we are.
Yep, the
Okay.
street is 20 feet wide like we discussed earlier.
So we can walk by and casually. Oh shit! We've seen these guys before. The blonde ladies. Oh, I'm pretty sure. I think we saw those guys on the. I think we saw this enemy on the beach in Inland Point. It might have been Inland Point, but it was the battle where Skius Cross was there and was fighting with us, and there was like a
Throwback.
big, epic battle. And I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sure they have like insane arcane blasts that do like 50 damage. That was a
Oh,
long
that-
time ago, and they might be different characters, but I'm getting flashbacks, and they're not the pleasant kind. Oh, and this one in the middle looks especially scary. Bryn is tempted to just put a sunbeam right through the window, but he keeps walking.
I did cast Locate Object. Am I getting any frenzy
Okay.
hits?
You are right there, so you can detect frenzy, the closest frenzy to you, right?
Yeah, within 1,000 feet.
Within 1,000 feet. So from where you're at, the closest would be directly beneath you, passing underneath you right now.
Like underground.
Correct. And it's bobbing just a little bit, as if it was on water.
Huh. Alright, so secret passageway underground or something? That's good to know. I'm gonna relay that to everybody.
The
I'm going
last
to go ahead and
spider
show you
lair-
guys the art once again of Shimahaba, because this does matter. If you look at the art of Shimahaba,
yeah.
Oh, that is really cool actually.
Really cool, but just shipping it.
But yeah,
right
it's the last spider's lair we cleaned out was also mostly underground. I think it was a bookstore.
Yeah. Were there any hits on the frenzy?
yes,
Literally right
beneath
below us.
Jason. Yeah.
Beneath? Okay.
It's clearly in the water based on the movement. So
And
probably-
then
Gotcha.
after it passes 10 feet away from you, you'll get the next hit on it, because I have to do that as well, right?
Yep. Once something else
So-
comes closer.
The next hit you would get off of it is going to be here.
In the bakery. Right. Let me peek through the window here.
Curious.
Oh, you said it was right here, correct?
Here.
Here. Okay. Oh yeah. So it's totally in the bakery. So the bakery is just a front for these guys.
Yeah, this is an operation. This is not just a guy with a connection. This is like, I think they're all in on it.
I don't even know how much we're gonna be able to destroy. If we can find the storerooms, or at least one of the big stores, that'll be great. But clearly, it's probably gonna be everywhere in the city.
I mean, if I'm honest, we might be luckier if we like go back to the dock and like go beneath the city and find where this is. That, assuming like you can even like reach here.
Honestly, I bet you this place has an entrance to under the city, to like the water and stuff like that.
I'm
So-
no, it 100% does, but it might be tough fighting through all these guys.
We don't have to fight through them. We just have to talk our way there. I don't know how we do that, but
We
Tall order,
try
Superior.
to talk away there, and then we fight them.
All right, who wants to take point?
Well,
I'm still
shall
trying to
we?
get my story straight, but I welcome anyone to try.
Do we need a story, or are we just gonna walk
just
in
buying
and see
drugs?
what happens?
Oh, there's gonna be a
Are we?
story after we're done here.
They might know
Yeah,
our space.
I'm a big druggie. I'm trying to buy a bunch of drugs. Where are you keeping them all? Let's go.
It's
All right.
not like these guys like we're off the grid. These guys might know knew exactly who we are.
Well, if that's the case, actually, that is true. Given that 5 of us were in the first raid that killed that took out the first spider lab.
We could
Hey.
send in Sazin and Bipto ahead of us.
Oh,
They also won't. Well, they
that's
actually would.
that's
That
clever.
never leads to anything bad.
I will
No,
say
Sazin will hunt you out.
definitely looks
I
like
believe that this is like
something-
this is the ideal way for Bipto to function with a chaperone.
I mean, didn't they just see us all through the
Definitely
window? I don't
looks
think
like
we're
going on
pulling any pranks on them.
They might not have been looking that closely. I don't know.
When Coin
Yeah.
looked pretty close to the window, did he make eye contact with anyone?
No,
Okay.
they're not paying attention to you guys. They've got their own food and drink that they're being working with.
I think if they had seen us and they had known of us, they would have reacted by now. And
I
the
guess
fact
you're
that they
right.
haven't means we could send in unknown faces to them.
Honestly,
and
I'm
feel it
down
out.
for it because I feel like we could escape. So if things really go south, and you'll be right here. Bipto, you want to go in? You and me, see if we can.
Before we turn the knob, let's get the story straight. You're trying to buy drugs. You're gonna see how far you can get. I'm assuming they're just gonna bring it out here. But maybe if you ask the right questions, like look behind them when they open that door, just get as much info as possible.
What if
Alright,
we
I'm
said
gonna-
that we were distributors, or like said that like we were willing to like sell it for them or something like that, shipped around? Would that be maybe we could get a?
That's
commission?
valid. Yeah, no, I could see that working.
That might also get us beat up, though, if they don't
The-
want anyone intruding on their territory.
Yeah,
No,
I-
maybe do it for them, like give them a cut of it, things like that. You know.
We don't have to give anything away or commit to a story yet. You guys can just walk in and see where the conversation goes. You guys
I
both
will-
have pretty high charisma.
I welcome you to try with the caveat that they might just blow you up and say, like, we're fine, or we don't want to cut someone else in, or they might even be pissed that you're trying to, like, get in on their turf or whatever, even if you're distributing. That said, yeah, you could try that angle.
All right. Before we go in, I'm gonna flip size in a bardic.
And
Take
I'll
the
give Bipto a bardic. I was
Hold
gonna
on,
give
before-
one to season. I was gonna give one to season 2, but Biptos are much better than mine. My bardic is a D8.
All right.
One last thing before you go in, we need to have like a trigger word where, like, if combat goes off, you got to tell us telepathically, like just a one word.
Okay, it's a run-on word, but it's holy shit, combat just went off.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can remember that
Can you
one.
say that in
Or
6
what if-
seconds?
What if
All
in my
lowercase,
head
no
I say
spaces.
nod left?
Well,
Just
no,
take a few
now you're
steps
confusing
back.
it.
So that
Where
when the
did they
door opens,
go?
they don't see him.
All right.
Okay. If I hear holy shit, combat just went off, I'm going in there. Or nod left. Just go in there.
You probably don't want to be that close to the door, Coin, because like if the door opens, I'm pretty sure they'll see you. So
True.
back up.
Coin will crouch, sneak beneath the window, away, and he's gonna keep tabs on this door for noise.
Okay, you
But
can
yeah,
hear
just as a
someone
heads
on
up,
either
Bipto,
side.
Okay.
We can also try to find like the spider specifically, whichever of the 12 spiders is here, because they're probably gonna have the most information. So getting our way there might be our best bet first. But you're gonna take the lead on this, so good luck.
Me?
Hey, you're the smooth talker, aren't you? You talked your way onto a ship, and you don't even know how to sail.
That's because I didn't talk much.
I see that now.
All right. I'm gonna yell knock knock and then gonna open the door.
The woman behind the bar over here yells, "No unattendeds, mistress or no. Get out."
Oh shit, forgot about that.
You want me to come join you?
Just 1 second. I'm gonna shapeshift to look like Saphira.
Oh no!
Wait, that.
All right. Can I get a
What, you
performance
want to
check,
look like
please?
the crab woman?
Yeah. Yeah,
Whatever
God damn
you
it.
do, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
There's only one Saphira. The horns just
Saphira, what
aren't
wouldn't
quite
you do?
right.
Okay. Then
What
I'll
else
turn
would
back
no-
into.
Okay, for your benefit, what else isn't right about your disguise as Saphira? Because this is you believing you've done a good job shapeshifting into Saphira.
I have 2 tails.
Awesome. Cool.
Yep.
We'll never know. This is actually kind of better. Like plausible deniability.
Oh yeah. You know, I panicked. I forgot that they would have met her, but
In a way, you accidentally made your disguise better.
yeah. Yep. Okay. Hello.
She looks at you and smiles. That's better. What happened to the other guy?
He got scared and ran off.
Figures. Typical man.
Yeah. I'm surprised this one's still standing and points at Sizen.
I'm gonna make the peace sign.
She
we come
does
in?
not- of course. She gestures to the bar.
That means you too, Sizen.
I accidentally closed the door on myself. Don't mind me.
If only your servant had enough manners to close the door after themselves when they come into a building.
Yeah, he's still struggling. That's okay. I got it. Sorry about that. We were just passing through, and I was wondering if you guys had any job openings. I'm a bit of a chef, and I've been told that when I'm in the kitchen, I can get into quite the frenzy.
She looks
I
at
don't know.
you and raises an eyebrow. Really?
So I've been told.
To be clear, is there any new source of frenzy now that I moved into this room?
You moved past. This guy has some. Then she has some. He 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 has some.
Okay, yeah.
There's some on the table. There's some on the table. There's some on the table. There's some in the drinks. There's
Yes,
an entire
yes.
barrel worth over here.
Oh wait, are you telling me that's a whole barrel full of frenzy?
Yeah.
Well, I have our escape plan if we need it.
Start a fire in the town. I guess it's kind of suits us considering how much fire we've seen.
She looks at
You
you.
wouldn't be rude to doing it, so you're good.
What's your
Not culpable.
I would get immediately blamed, even though I'm not even
Probably.
a fire-breathing dragon.
Probably.
what's your signature dish?
Ooh. You know, I love making. Actually, I have a really good bone broth that I can make with some dragon's tooth, but I'm also great in the pastry department.
Callback is
making
awesome,
like
for the record.
some shoes or
I don't think-
mini tarts.
No, I'm saying this in our Discord server. I'm not sure if that's exactly what they were talking about. You know, like wink, wink.
I was getting there. And I don't know if you've ever tried, but mixing a little frenzy into those can be quite the experience.
Subtle.
She looks at you. Huh. What exactly is frenzy?
You know, just when you're working at a restaurant and the hours are getting long and you need a little something to stay up because people won't go home.
You talking about drugs? Sison, you know that there's drugs all over this place. She's actively denying it.
Oh, I mean, I shared that information with Bipto. Like, I'm staring at it at the table in front of me right now,
Yeah.
not saying anything. Like, right. Okay, cool.
You are
I'm
getting
not
the
talking
stink
about
eye from
drugs.
everybody in the You're getting the stink eye from everyone in the bar, for the record.
No, just
Yeah,
a little extra seasoning.
Uh-huh. Well, this is a bar. All the food comes from next door. What'll
Okay.
it be?
Do you have?
What do you want to drink?
What are you serving?
I've got ale and wine.
I'd say one of each. One for my servant.
She does a little bit of a derisive scoff at your servant and will get a brown cup. It's just pottery, and pour a couple ounces of ale in there. It's warm, it's brown, it doesn't smell all that great. But for you, she will open a bottle of wine and pour you a nice glass of wine.
I don't even think they cleaned my cup.
Well, you wouldn't notice anyways. All right. Thank you. And to what do we owe you?
It'll be 2 silver for the wine.
Okay. Sizen, you heard her.
In my head, I'm just gonna. I knew you were gonna do that shit. I will obediently, with only a very mild glare, shuffle up and pay the.
Okay, go and scratch 2 silver pieces off your character sheet. Do you take the wine?
I mean, I'm gonna like take the glass from her, but I will not have like drinking it yet.
Okay.
Would I notice anything off about it? Like, I mean, I guess if she opened it, that
Yeah.
it would have had to have something in it beforehand.
Poured it into the glass.
Can
Am
I?
getting any frenzy from that glass if I kind of lean over?
Yes, you are. You're also detecting it from the cup that you're holding.
I'll go first and I'll just down my whole drink in one go.
Okay.
Kick it, Chad.
All right.
I'm gonna pretend to drink mine.
Okay. Roll your deception check. Awesome. Cool. What did you do with it for real? What did the camera not see?
That I just kind of tossed a bit of it onto my shirt, I guess. So like when I changed, I would have been putting on dark clothes because I can change my clothes as well.
Cool. Just checking. And Sison, you drank it, right?
Yeah, I'm not as deceptive, unfortunately.
All right. So I need you to make your Constitution saving throw of a DC 20, or you will fall unconscious for 24 hours.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness.
I have my bardic.
Bardic.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I'll bardic.
Oh wait,
first.
are you an elf? Can magic put you to sleep?
It's not asleep. It's
Oh.
unconscious.
All right, fair.
The sword doesn't give me. This is a magical effect, right? Would the sword give me?
This is
advantage
not a
against
magical effect. This is a medicinal effect.
Okay, one to check. I'll use the
Yep.
bardic in that case. D12.
And we've also granted you inspiration from the Twitch chat.
Oh,
From
I
Daisy
appreciate that.
Bloom.
You know what? In that case, I should use the inspiration first because I hold inspiration at the moment. So I will just go for the reroll first.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Reroll.
Thank you, Daisy.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
So, you gain haste as per the spell for the duration of the drug.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So,
wow.
for
Good
yep,
stuff.
Yep, you are unable to understand language in any form for the duration of the drug. You gain
Does that
advantage on
include-
all athletics checks. And you are afflicted by insanity as per the spell for the duration of the drug. So, you are now insane. And unless you can... Yeah. So, you are currently insane. And you are hasted and cannot understand language.
All right, so he's just a man.
Neat.
Real.
So I have to pull up insanity. Because it's been a long time since I did this.
Yeah, I'm curious if that means like a paranoia or just like incomprehensible.
To be
Alright,
clear,
so
I
let's
did
roll a
tell the party
D10.
I was going to be downing this because I did not know what was going to be going on. I wanted everyone to know.
Right? So, need a D10, please.
Oh, good.
That could be really good or really, really bad. Let's find out.
Alright, so with a 1, you use all your movement to move in a random direction to determine the direction. Roll a D8 and assign a direction to each die face. Number 1 is top left. And then we go around clockwise. So number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are going in this direction to the southeast. And you are moving all your movement in that direction.
I hit the barrel. Do I keep going?
Keep
or
going. Keep going. You knock the barrel out of the way. Keep going. You run right into that woman. She looks up at you, and she smiles. And her smile, from your perspective, Sison, widens outwards. Her eyes glow red, and fangs extend out of her face. She's about to kill you. She's a monster. So I need everyone to please target their tokens, and I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Before we do, I'm gonna start yelling "nod left" in my head.
Understood.
Am I still? Am I tuned to the Gemflower? I am.
That's terrifying to me. This is when I succeeded on the saving throw.
I'm
Yep.
just gonna go for it. I'm tempted to use my 19 on my initiative. Darn. Okay.
I think this is like the best possible outcome for you being on drugs. It's like you just walk in a direction.
Wait, to
Well,
be clear,
it's gonna be
am I
different every
aware
round.
that
Is
poison?
it?
I do know
Yeah.
this is a poison.
We'll find out.
You have resistance to poison?
No, but if I'm aware of it, I can cancel it on myself.
Yep. As long as
Is
you
this
get to act normally on the confusion.
Cool. Okay, just checking.
Yep. Yeah, the confusion has very specific things that you can and can't do, and one of them is that you act normally. So you need a 9 or a 10 on the D10 in order to be able to end it on yourself.
Cool. Okay, that makes sense. I just wasn't sure like how much. I haven't really
Yep.
dealt with this.
Maybe
before, so that's awesome.
Coin could help him potentially
Yep.
as well.
It is very likely, but Coin also rolled a 6, so it'll be a
I
bit.
will. So I'm gonna. I don't see Sajan. Is Sajan rolling initiative?
I do need Sason to roll for initiative.
Sorry, there we go. It didn't come through.
There we go.
All
Oh,
right.
that's perfect. I'd still like to add a D4 to my initiative with the Gemflower. So
Okay.
I'll go to 15.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I need to roll her initiative because you just ran up on her. So far, no hostile actions have been taken. Just want that to be noted, other than Sason running into this girl.
Well, no hostile actions by us against them. They just gave frenzy to 2 of our party members.
Yeah, but they all like. It has been choreographed that they might have asked for that.
Yeah, they actually said that they were looking for frenzy.
Like in
So-
context, they might just think, oh, they want frenzy. All right, a little,
I didn't think they were looking to get served frenzy. Okay.
just a
Yeah,
miscommunication.
that's fair.
I mean, it
Uh,
could be like hostile, but it's equally likely they weren't like attacking.
From Bipto's perspective, this woman looks like she's a little startled at the fact that Sason's run up on her. But we're just going to figure out what happens. Because I have no idea what's about to happen. Bipto, you get to start the initiative.
So-
What would you like to do?
I'm first gonna turn to the woman at the bar and be like, "I apologize for my servant. He can't handle his alcohol."
All right, roll a persuasion check. Oh, that's really good. She's going to accept your apology. She nods. Men. It's okay. We'll put him down. Or do you want to?
I'll take him outside and deal with him. So then I'm gonna take a couple steps over to Sizen, and then I'm gonna ready a spell to hold just in case, like if any of them attack either Size and I or somebody in our party, that I'm gonna set off.
Okay.
Are you including if Sison attacks in that?
No, if he hits me, I'll punish him later.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Saphira, you can see this happen through the window. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna rush in.
Angels dread to tread where fools rush in.
The second Saphira.
30. Open the door. Bonus action dash. Bonus action dash. Card is there.
Everyone looks at you as you run into the place.
And I'm gonna use my sword's ability to give myself an additional bonus action, so that I can dash second time and try to grab hold of Sason.
Okay, please roll your athletics check. Sason, I need you to roll your acrobatics or athletics, whichever's higher. You do not grab a hold of Sason. Thank you, Sason. I needed that one.
Wow.
Back-to-back nat 20s from some of the best grapplers. All right, Saphira, that's your attack action.
That is, yeah. I'll use my object interaction to open the door. I'll just try to talk him down. Listen, just calm down. Listen to me voice. Just calm down. I'm realizing that you can't actually understand me, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, the sound of your voice always makes Sason's blood pressure increase a little bit as he's worried, so...
All right. So, anything else, Saphira?
Just turn around and look at me. Nothing else.
All right. Sison, your face turns to look at Saphira. She's a demon. Her horns have extended out into long, curly ones. Her eyes are flames. It becomes my turn.
Grounding. It's kind of how she looks generally.
Based off of the persuasion check that Bipto did, the people in the bar are going to dodge at the moment. Bryn, what would you like to do?
Bryn's gonna telepathically check in with the rest of the team. He's getting sort of nonsense in the telepathic bond from Sazen, but he's gonna ask Saphira and Bipto, all right, what's the plan? Do you have this, or do you want us to come in?
Drag him out. Drag him out. I'll take it from there. Or teleport him out. But whatever works.
Saphira, talk to me. You need help?
Probably. Very strong. Did you know that?
Okay. Bryn is going to. I have a rules question for Eric.
Yes, sir.
If you have a. Oh shoot! I just gave myself a long rest. I did not mean to do that. I think I was out a 5th level spell slot for. Oh,
you
nope,
should have
that
had
was
long
earlier.
rest. You haven't.
Well,
really
no,
done it.
I just clicked it now, and it. Well, no, that's weird.
Fair,
The spell slot that's
what
gone.
resources have you used in the last day?
Right.
Just a spell slot and a meta magic point. Eric, if I need line of sight for a certain spell, do I have to have like a direct path, or if I'm looking at someone through a window, is that
It depends on
sufficient?
the spell. Some of them are what
Yep.
you can see. What are you trying to do?
Well, oh, I don't. Never mind. I don't even have the Staff of Healing equipped. I was gonna see if I could do a distant lesser restoration through the window,
Yeah.
but I don't even have that spell right now. I think Bryn is going to drop to prone, and then crawl over to here, and then try and peek through the window so that Bryn has line of sight in case he wants to cast a spell.
Okay.
He's not going to break the window because he doesn't want to draw attention to himself, but it'd be nice to see what's going on. If we have like a walking stick of Zarud activation, that would be useful.
Sure.
Okay. And then we're gonna quietly look back to Tati and give a thumbs up and give Tati Bardic Inspiration. So that's
Very
my
well.
second use. And do I have a good action here?
Is Sazin
Yeah.
poisoned? Is that
Yes,
the affliction
Yeah,
that's causing this insanity?
that is correct.
Now, it might elicit confusion and draw attention to us. But if you TP Sazin, like, right in front of Coin... I mean, Sazin will have a turn, but it's better than Coin running in there. And it's gonna take less time than them dragging him out, I feel like.
I am not sure. Do you want me to put Coin in the bar? Because I'm not sure I can teleport Sazin out. Because Sazin has plus 15 to Constitution saves.
And
And
resistance to magic.
yeah,
If you send Coin in there, you risk... I mean...
yeah.
Based on what's happening, it's possible they don't know who he is, but that is risky.
I think that it's best to let the team handle it
Yeah,
for now without any.
we can let it escalate a bit further. before
Exactly.
we-
Yeah. Bryn is going to subtly cast mirror image on himself, just in case a fight breaks out. It would be nice to have a little bit of backup. So I'm gonna burn a sorcery point and make it a subtle spell, so I can whisper the incantation and not give myself away.
Does
but
anyone
other than
have a poof begun on them?
I don't think so.
I know we had some on the ship, but
Actually, I have one.
That's
I
all
was
for-
hoping someone outside.
That's all for Bryn's
Not a
turn.
lot of use from you, but I do appreciate knowing.
All right, Ruzid.
You got to specify these things.
So, are we fighting, or can I start?
We're just trying to get Sazin to chillax.
I don't think I'm much help here. I think if I walk in there, it's only going to make things worse. Then, if that's what we're trying to do, if we're trying to kill some people, I can walk in.
Be on standby for that. Eric.
Do you need me to like move you closer at all, Coin? Like I could probably chuck you up in front of the door or something.
Couldn't hurt, honestly. Give me a
Who's gonna-
toss.
Who's gonna try to chuck him over there?
So you're going to toss him? All right.
Yeah,
So
why not?
roll your athletics check to throw him. He moves that distance.
Toss me. Toss me.
You can throw him 20 feet.
I'll take
There
it.
you go.
It goes over the window.
Yeet.
Oh, my token's stuck in the wall because I
Okay.
wall climbed
That's my
up.
turn.
All good. As the
Confused.
Friday night group says, you have been yoked.
Whee! Alright, he lands here. He tries to do it quietly, like he throws his hand on a wall.
Sure. Cool. All right, Gruzin. We then go to Tate. Mademoiselle, what would you like to do? Tati? Did we lose Tati? It's been a while since she talked. You muted? No?
Ray, we can't hear you if you're speaking. I wonder if she lost internet or something.
She's still online.
He found a cool rock, and she's looking at it.
Might be messing with the doggos. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and let her come do her turn if she comes back. So,
She just vanished from roll 20. Oh, wait, no, she came back. Never mind.
she might have had a hiccup. Are you there, Tati? Nope. All right. When she comes back, we will let her know. I will send a message.
Just like
Oh,
buffer
she's
her
typing.
action to go off whenever like she's
Yeah,
back.
exactly. All right, so then we go to Sayson's turn, who needs to roll a d10 to determine what happens. A 9. The creature can act and move normally.
I'm going to lay on hands myself and use
Okay.
5 hit points to neutralize a poison affecting me.
All right. The woman next to you does not look evil and menacing, and Saphira does not look demonic.
I'm just gonna kind of cough loudly, be like, down the wrong pipe. My bad. Sorry.
Okay. They look at you. Anything else you'd like to do, Sayson?
I'm just gonna kind of, slowly make sure my sword's away, try to look non-threatening, kind of step back behind Bipto / Saphira. But I guess both Saphiras.
Yep. Sayson cured poison on himself. All right.
Okay.
Anything else you
He
want to
was-
do, Sayson?
He was able to act freely.
Nothing else for me.
All right, so you're not going to move? Got it. Cool. Mr. Coin, you cannot see what happened, but you can hear Sayson's voice once again in your head.
Okie doke. He does nothing.
Okay. Bipto? I'm just
So
jumping through the
if he
hoops here.
cured poison, does he have any symptoms? Like, does
Yes, he
Or
is
is he
unable
totally
to
fine
act
now?
next round because haste ended.
okay? Does that just take his like action away, or
He cannot act,
Um,
move, nothing next turn.
so? I guess the reason that I was wondering is I was tempted to cast command on him and tell him to flee. Would his character be able to move if that happened?
No, unfortunately, he's not able to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna try and grapple him,
Okay.
which will go
Tyson?
extremely poorly.
Do you resist being
Is that-
grappled by Saphira
I'm not
Two-Tail?
gonna let him grapple me. I don't need that.
Okay, so athletics check, please, Bipto.
Still a terrible roll. though.
Awesome. Can you grab a hold of him?
Oh,
No, you cannot.
you know what? I'm using my inspiration.
Okay, we're gonna use inspiration here to grab Sayson. You grab a
Apparently.
hold of him.
I'm gonna
all
use
right?
my bardic.
No, you're not.
Fuck off.
You do not grab a hold of Sayson as he uses your
Wow,
own
fine.
inspiration against you.
Bipto, you have a bardic too if you want. It's a D8.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's. All right. What do I need? God damn
More
it!
than that.
More than a
Not
one.
that.
I'm sorry, I should have warned you in advance. My bardics tend to be ones when you need them most.
Brutal.
I'm picturing you like grabbing a hold of me, just kind of like taking one hand and peeling you off, and just like setting you to the side. Like, I'm fine, we're good. Don't worry about it.
Can I, as a bonus action, do I have to have a trait to do like an unarmed strike, or can I just do that?
No, you can. You use your first attack to grab a hold of him. So,
Yeah.
do you get multi-attack? Do you get 2 attacks per turn?
No, actually, I don't think that I
No.
do. Maybe
Okay.
not. I don't know.
think
I
a
haven't.
I don't think a pure eloquence bard gets it.
No. No. So,
Yeah.
you could use your bonus action for an offhand strike, but that's it.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was gonna do.
Alright.
For his actions, I'm using my bonus to offhand strike Sizen.
Okay. And what's in your offhand? Just your hand?
Yep.
So,
No,
does
it's
a
my wooden
22
spoon, just like
Your
to
wooden
the back
spoon.
of the head.
All right. Syson,
No good.
God damn
you missed him. All right.
Okay. Well, I'm still just gonna like tell him off. And can I use my reaction? I know it's late, but it's still the same turn from when he used his bardic to give it to Saphira.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then, yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Saphira One Tail, what would you like to do?
Look around and see, like, what the reactions are of the people around us.
They're watching. They're cautious, but they're watching. They're a little surprised to see twins-ish here.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. How are you?
Yeah.
All right, Han.
Smooth.
This conversation was boring anyway.
Best line of the movie.
That is mighty strong thing you have there.
While you're figuring out what you're doing, Tati, we did skip your turn.
Fair enough. Is this window open? Like,
It is not. It is closed. It is a sealed window. It doesn't open.
Oh, terrible.
That doesn't mean you can't. Get
Door
through it.
open?
Just break it.
You can open the door.
Can I check to see if it's locked?
The sign on the door says open.
Yep, it is open. That's good to know. I'm gonna use a bonus action to hide.
You go in there and hide?
No, not in here. I'm
Okay.
hanging out in the street underneath Rooted right now.
Okay. The woman in there looks
I just-
very confused at the fact that the door opens. And then you walked away and hid.
Why did you?
I mean, the door said it opens. I just wanted to see what was inside.
Yep. Cool.
Why
All
did
right.
you open the door?
To see what was inside.
Ruth is like looking
Saphira.
down at you like, what?
I just wanted to know what was inside.
Saphira, what would you like to do on your turn?
So I will go to I'll look at the bartender and ask. So now that my associates have, I suppose, verified the quality of the product, perhaps we might have a conversation about business that we might be able to get into over it.
Roll your persuasion check. She raises an eyebrow. I'll get the mistress.
I appreciate that.
Just to be clear, is anyone going to eat or drink any of the food or attack anybody in the bar?
I'm gonna try and hit Sizen again.
Very well. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and do that real quick.
To be fair, I can't even move at this time, so I'm just gonna be
God
trying to block
damn
if I
it.
can.
So, unfortunately, you're unable to hit Sison.
Ah, no, that's my bonus action now. The first one was...
The 25 does hit, yes? Awesome.
Wait, do you have a plus
No,
7 on
it's
your
my bonus.
offhand?
Yeah, yeah,
Are
that's...
you trained in 2
'cause-
weapon fighting?
It's... I think,
You
wait,
don't get your strength score to the offhand. So you only got an 18 on the die, so unfortunately you missed.
Is that you don't add your strength
Modifier.
to the attack roll or just to the
No,
damage?
it's to the damage. The attack
The
roll's still
damage?
25.
Cool, so 25
Is
will
that-
hit.
Wow, okay.
But you'd have to have
Aha.
you'd have to have a light weapon in each hand to do the offhand.
Yeah, it's
well,
a
I have a
spoon.
spoon.
I guess is your fist a light? I guess your spoon would work. Are you proficient with improvised weapons?
No. So he's only going to get the damage of 1d4.
Oh, I only have a. Oh, okay, I was just gonna give him the 3, but that I can do a D4 instead.
Yeah, it's a d4 damage. All right, so you're going to deal 2 damage to Sison with a spoon.
And then I'm gonna tell him to leave. That's not a spell. I'm just telling him.
All right. So, Sison, how would you respond to being thunked up the backside of the head with a spoon?
I don't think I really can respond right now because I'm currently de-hasting.
Okay. Well, 6 seconds pass. Now would you respond?
That's a great
Because we can
question.
exit the initiative tracker. The only people who are in combat right now are Bipto and Sison.
You can't really do anything either, because what are you gonna do? Attack a woman in this place and shoot?
You're right. I definitely couldn't do that. I'm just going to drop back obediently and just kind of bow and be like, "My apologies, Master. I will of course stay out of your way."
Wait, if we're leaving
Okay.
initiative, Druzit does want to do one thing.
Sure, what's he going to do?
He's gonna curl his tail around the door and close it.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. All
He
right.
just like looks. He just like peers through the door for a moment and sees all the people like with their just like what the fuck being a dragon, and just
The
closes the
woman-
door.
Yeah, the woman behind the bar will nod at real Saphira and say, "Get them out of here, and you can have an appointment."
Okay, that's all.
So,
All right.
Saphira, are you going to get Bipto and Sison out of there? What do you want to do?
I'll say, well, I heard the lady.
Okay. I think we're just heading out then, right?
All right. Cool. So, Sison, you're going to follow obediently? Like a good man?
Sure. Oh yeah. Bipto's gonna get it.
All right. Did you close the door when you left, barbarians?
Oh, I should.
I thought Saphir was still. Oh, I thought Saphir was coming. That's why I didn't. So now I'll do it.
Remind me not to invite you guys over to my house. All right. So,
You know, a good
I-
bar would have a door that closes itself. Just saying. Kind of a rundown place, if you ask me.
all right. Well, I do not have time to get you guys through the conversation with the lady. So what we will do is we will come back next week to have the Toivoan Trainwreck deal with the lady